was wrong all along, good and strong. When the score was just 2-2, Casey knew what to do. Just to cheer up the boys she knew, she made the gang sing this song. Take me out to the ball game, take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
All right, folks.
Life! Life, do you hear me? Give my creation life! Oh boy, is this great!
We're number one.
So it's not the best option, but it just is what it is.
I'll do the guys quickly just to forget this one.
All right. Greetings, folks, and welcome to this Orioles BirdWatcher special event. It is the main event, folks. Tonight, the World Baseball Classic 2026 final, played between Team United States against Team Venezuela. Folks, that is what's happening on the channel tonight. Welcome back to the BirdWatcher channel, folks. I'm BW. That's short for the BirdWatcher. Normally, this channel is dedicated to live coverage of all Orioles baseball, regular season, spring training, postseason, retro games, exhibition games, turn back the clock day, whatever. If it's Orioles, if it's a game, and if it's on the air somewhere, I'm here to call it for you, give you an opportunity to follow along if you don't have a chance to watch it. Or if you do like to watch and maybe turn your volume down and follow along with me and the rest of the folks here at the Charm City Chat, that is what this channel is all about, folks. Watching baseball, having some fun together, getting upset, getting excited, and everything else, folks. The rainbow of emotions that come with the great sport of baseball. And I'm sure we will have our share of emotions tonight in this final. Team United States, they got here with a 2-1 squeaker of a win over the Dominican Republic. Depending on how this game goes, we might look back on that game as being the true final of this tournament. It was very tight. 3 runs total between the two teams. The U.S. had 2 solo home runs. The Dominican Republic had 1 solo home run, and that was it. The game ended on a controversial strike 3 call. I've seen a lot of people's takes on it, and I think a lot of people need to be a little more realistic. If the shoe is on the other foot, folks, I got a feeling those who are saying, hey, quit crying about it there, Dominican Republic, or hey, he was calling those pitches there all night long. Well, let me tell you 2 things to counter those 2 statements. One, if the shoe were on the other foot, you would be mad about it if your team lost that way. So don't pretend like it wouldn't work the other way, because you're just not being honest otherwise. The ones that are so passionate to tell you to shut up and take it and stop crying about it, those are the same people that would be crying about it louder than anybody else. I just know, because that's the kind of people we're talking about in sports. And the other thing I'll tell you is that, he's calling the low pitch all night. Not that low. Not that particularly low. Yeah, he called pitches low. He called pitches that were outside strikes. That's true. But here's what Perdomo did at the plate. He worked it to a full count. He then fouled off 2 pitches. He's facing Mason Miller, for Christ's sake. Okay? So you're already up against a wall. You're in a situation in the bottom of the 9th, trying to tie or win a ball game to get into a final, and you're facing Mason Miller. And the 2 strikes he gets on you were borderline. That's fine. They hit the top of the zone, if only just. That's good pitching. But then Perdomo works the count full. He then fouls off 2 tough pitches, which lets you know that Perdomo is locked in. He's locked in. Most people don't survive to pitch 6 with a guy like Mason Miller, okay? Perdomo fought off a couple of foul balls, and then he saw that breaking ball coming in. It came in low. And if that ball was going to break, it was going to break below the zone. And that, for me, is what my problem is with the umpire. It's not so much that he called a low pitch a strike. It's that I feel he saw that pitch coming in as a straight fastball. And, you know, where that pitch was 75% of the way to the plate, that was in the zone. And he gave up on it. That ball dropped. It was not a strike. It was low by like 5 inches. And he calls it a strike, and the game ends that way. And it sucks. I feel bad for the Dominican Republic. I really do, because that wasn't the only bad call of consequence. Yes, he made bad calls for both sides, but when you look at the situations in which those bad calls were made, for the Dominican Republic, they came in really consequential and, you know, negative impact for them situations. It wasn't like that for the U.S. So I'm just trying to be honest, folks. The U.S. are here. I think they're fortunate to be here. I think despite that fortune, it's not like we're here. You know, I think the reason why a lot of people want to treat that final strike 3 as like, hey, man, get over it, or hey, the umpire was calling that all night. I think these are just people that don't want to carry the stigma, if the U.S. go on to win this thing, of being a team that got through on a bit of a questionable sort of game against the Dominican Republic. They don't want to carry that stigma, and I get it. You want your path to a title to not have any, you know, you want it to be nice and clean, right? You don't want anybody to go, well, that's because this happened, right? So I get it, but let's be honest, folks. Team Venezuela is the other team involved. And they come out of the same pool as the Dominican Republic. Just 2 pools made it to the semifinals, folks. Our pool with Team Italy and the pool that featured Dominican Republic and Venezuela. The other 2 pools got knocked out in their first knockout game. So these are the 2 strong pools. These are the 2 teams left from those pools. Venezuela did lose to the Dominican Republic in that final pool game against the top 2 teams in that particular pool, and that's what caused Dominican Republic to take the number 1 seed on one side of the bracket, where they took care of business against South Korea. Venezuela moved to the opposite side of the bracket, and they took care of Japan. That was an upset. Hey, folks, we got on the field right now some legends of the game. CC Sabathia, Ken Griffey Jr., Victor Martinez, and damn it, I just missed that 4th guy. I saw the name and it's already left me, but legends on the field, folks. Legends! This game's going to be starting. Is there just a black void sort of to my... What am I looking at here? Oh, okay. I see. Hi, everybody. Sorry. It's been a couple of days. The Orioles, by the way, they played the Tigers today. It was a 1-1 tie. The game was not televised anywhere, so that's why it was not featured on my channel earlier today. I was sleeping, and I'm glad I did. A 1-1 tie. Another game I'm not regretting missing. The Orioles do have a doubleheader coming up. I think, is it tomorrow? It's not tomorrow, right? Tomorrow is Toronto. I think day after tomorrow, there's a day-night doubleheader. The Yankees being one of the 2 games. So we got 3 Orioles games coming up over the next 2 days, starting tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow afternoon, we play Toronto. I believe Albert Suarez is going to get the start for us. For you Oriole fans out there. Hey, for you non-Oriole fans, if you're just finding the channel, there's only somewhere in the teens amount of people here right now. We're starting early. We're gradually working our way up here. So if you got anything on your mind, if you want to talk about the Orioles, now would be the time to do it. I've got the lineups here, starting pitchers for tonight, but I think maybe wait another 5 minutes before going over those. Let's see, what else? Let me dig in and see what is going on in the life of the Baltimore Orioles. See if there's any news or notes. Maybe they've made a few more cut downs on the spring roster as we get 1 day closer to opening day. Folks, we're now into single-digit numbers until opening day. I am pumped. I mean, as soon as this baseball classic ends tonight, all these players will be returning back to their spring training camps, or I guess for some guys, other leagues around the globe. But Gunnar Henderson's going to make it back to the Orioles. And once he does, we've got like a week of exhibition games to play, and then we're moving north and getting ready for opening day against the Twins, folks. It is coming up. I am excited. Oh, and speaking of excited, yes. So tonight, I might be getting ahead of myself here. I don't want to jinx it, but I'm just being realistic, and it's a moment that I want to capture, and I might just stream until it happens if we get to the end of the game and we're just 100 views away or so. But based on the attendance of the games I've called for this tournament so far, which is averaging around 5,000 to 6,000 views per game, if we just get 4,000 views tonight, folks, and that includes the horizontal and vertical side. The horizontal side is doing about 80% of the work right now, but it all counts toward the channel. And I'm trying to pull it up here right now. If we get to 4,000 views tonight, the channel will have hit in its history, in its 2 years of operation. 2 years. 2 years. 1 million views. 1 million views. What's weird about this, and let's see if you can see that. Let me get my monitor up so I can see what you're looking at. But if you can see right there, is it there or is it there? I don't know. But there's your information. It's not in focus, is it? It's not in focus, but it's sitting on 996,000 views right now. 996. So less than 4,000 views away from 1 million views. And look, folks, I've brought this up now a few times over the past week or so, and I get the vibe whenever I bring this up that nobody cares. Well, damn it, I care. All right? I am pretty certain that this is going to be the only time in my life that I'm going to achieve collecting 1 million anything. Okay? I don't think I'm going to get 1 million subscribers ever. I'm not that delusional. I don't think I'm ever going to have $1 million. I don't know. I suppose I could buy maybe 1,000 bags of rice and maybe have 1 million individual grains of rice in my possession. I don't know. 1 million granules of sand from the beach. I don't have 1 million anything. All right. This is it tonight. And it's not like I'm going to get to 10 million, because if it took 2 years to get to 1, it would take 20 to get to 10. And folks, I hate to break it to you, but I'm probably not going to be able to do this when I'm 70 years old. I won't even know how to log into my computer by that point. So I'm celebrating it tonight, and I don't care what anybody else has to say. So, nah. Tonight's about me. And the United States, I guess. Hey, folks, the pregame show, maybe they took my advice. We have A-Rod, Jeter, and David Ortiz on the infield like they were for the semifinal game last night. But guess what? No desk. No giant desk propped up right against the first base line where players are being introduced and had to basically like sidestep their way out of getting in the way of their pregame show desk. Now they're just standing there with no desk. That makes sense. You're taking up less space. That makes sense to me, folks. All right, we are coming up on less than 15 minutes before the top of the hour. I'll probably go over this a second time, but let's take a look at tonight's starting pitching matchup, which isn't exactly marquee. And these lineups, which are rather stacked. I'm anticipating runs tonight, folks. We had a pitcher's duel with just home run swing or nothing in the previous game against Dominican Republic. I think tonight with these two starters, you're going to see some runs on the board before these guys come out of the game. I could be wrong. Any pitcher playing at this level has the opportunity, the ability, when they're at their best, to shove and shut down an opposing lineup. And that includes veteran left-hander for Team Venezuela, Eduardo Rodriguez, folks, E-Rod. Last I checked, he was with the Diamondbacks and just absolutely gutting their team payroll, getting way overpaid to do very little. I'm pulling up his numbers right now, folks. On the mound for the Team USA is Nolan McLean, the rookie. I believe he's, 23 years old? I don't think Team USA, if they had it to do again, would have lined things up to have it fall upon McLean to be the starter for this final. But like a great manager once said, folks.
So it's not the best option, but it just is what it is.
That's pretty much the deal with McLean on the mound.
So it's not the best option, but it just is what it is.
So for Eduardo Rodriguez, with the Diamondbacks last season, his age 32 season, he put up his second straight season with an ERA of over 5. Now, the year before in 2024, he only pitched 50 innings, made 10 starts. So he only averaged 5 innings per start. And, it was not good. ERA of 5.04, ERA of 5.02 after that. Now, he did have a decent year in Detroit back in 2023, a 13-9 record, a 3.30 ERA, under 162 innings pitched. He made 26 starts that season. But the numbers are pretty good. However, I will say it's Comerica Park. It's a pitcher's park. I can understand why maybe he did better there than he did in Arizona. But since his time in Arizona, folks, 2 seasons, 39 combined starts with an ERA over 5, and he's getting older. But I think we're probably going to see from Eduardo Rodriguez something very similar to the performance put out there by Luis Severino for Dominican Republic a couple of nights ago. If you know about Luis Severino, you know that he can be very nasty when he's on, but he's also pretty unreliable, pretty inconsistent, not just season to season, but game to game. And, he stepped up for the moment. Severino was touching 100 miles an hour with his fastball. That is the most you're going to get from him. He gave it his all. I think Eduardo Rodriguez is going to do the same. Now, E-Rod can't throw 100 miles an hour. He's more of your crafty lefty. But he is, a bit of a strikeout pitcher, just under 1 per inning in his career. Well, maybe over his career. I'm being a little bit generous. Let me double-check that. 1,297 strikeouts and 1,304 innings. That's right on 1 per inning, just under. So nothing to take back, BW. Trust your instincts. But yeah, Eduardo Rodriguez, he can strike you out. How many home run balls has he given up this past season while out there? He gave up 1.5 per 9 innings. That's the most. 25 bombs. He gave up more home runs last season with the Diamondbacks than any other previous season. Now, 25 isn't terrible, but it's not great either. And this Team USA lineup, to me, has yet to show a consistent offense when it comes to rallying. You know, it's basically been long balls, sometimes with a guy or two on base, sometimes not. But, you know, the win over Dominican Republic, it came down to 2 swings that left the yard. We didn't really put together a rally, a proper rally. I think against Eduardo Rodriguez, we should be able to do that. And I would like to see the speed on this team play a little more of a role in this offense. I think we need to show more than one dimension here tonight because we have it. You got Bobby Witt Jr. on one side of the lineup. You got Bryce Terang near the bottom of the lineup. These two guys, when they get on base, are a problem. They're always dancing around. They're always taking the extra base whenever it's available. They will steal on you. They will steal third on you. They don't care. They manufacture runs on their own. And I would like to see at least one of those two guys do something like that tonight. All right, so your pitching matchup, once again, it's Eduardo Rodriguez against Nolan McLean. Okay, and McLean started the game against Team Italy, about a week ago now, 6 days ago, something like that. McLean began the first inning, I think, 3 up, 3 down, 2 or 3 strikeouts. Looked pretty good, but things started to come off for him. The wheels started coming off in that second inning, and by the time he got to the third, I think that's when he got pulled. He's going to be in a big spot tonight, Nolan McLean. Oh, wait, I got mentioned. Hold on. I'm having a traditional Irish 7-course dinner. 6 of those courses are Guinness. Right there, Noel? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even bother to read your punchline. I was too busy looking for the joke, and it's basically your joke. Sorry, Noel. 6-pack and potato. There you go. 7-course meal. I was going to say 6 Guinnesses and a harp, but that works too. You got to have a potato. Tato. Right. Charm City chat. How the hell are you, folks? Again, we've got 4 very rich dudes standing in their snazzy suits, laughing, patting each other on the shoulder. It's always a rip-roaring good time. And look how they move around. They're constantly fidgeting. Jeter's the only one that seems confident enough to basically stand mostly still. Ortiz is always fidgeting. Folks, by the way, Ken Rosenthal. Hey, we got a minute. Let me go back and play this. This is so funny. Folks, I caught the moment Ken Rosenthal interviewed Paul Skeens immediately following the U.S. win over the Dominican Republic. If you weren't here for it, I kind of gave Ken Rosenthal a little bit of a, you know, I kind of had a little bit of fun with him. Just a little bit. Little bit. Let me see if I can find that clip. Have something amusing before we get started here. Where are the clips? I'm just not sure if it's oh no, that one. Yeah, we got to go to the other account. This one has the bug attacking me. Okay, here we go. All right, here's Ken Rosenthal. Here we go. And start. I'll be right back, folks.
Look at the height difference now. No telephone books on the field. Right, Rosenthal? Oh, my God. We represent the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild. We represent the Lollipop Guild. Holy cow, dude, shouldn't he be in a tree making cookies? Holy Holy cow, look at this. Hey, so what did you think, Mr. Skeens? That was a really nice effort. Follow the yellow brick road all the way to the WBC final. Oh, what did you think? Seriously, Paul, get down on a knee and have an eye-to-eye conversation with this guy. Come on. I mean, Ken's neck is hurting right now from... Folks, you ever have to sit in the front row of a movie theater to watch a movie because it's a big crowd and you showed up late? And you have to watch the movie like this? This
All
is
right.
Ken Rosenthal
I think
talking to Paul.
that's a visual. I can see why that didn't make the final clip. That's a visual joke. How you doing, everybody? Yes, sir. Ken Rosenthal. Folks. Look, I don't look for folks who are, on the shorter side of height to pick on. I just, the guy... it's just funny to me. I know he's standing on apple crates when he's in the dugout doing these interviews. And then, oh, darn, he's stuck out here on the field. There's no hiding it. There's no hiding it. Good old Ken Rosenthal. Folks, there is a light show going on at the ballpark right now. I guess we're going to be introducing The Undertaker. What's happening? Okay, the lights have gone dark. The WBC logo is being cast onto the field. We've got a light show going on, folks. Ooh, I feel like I'm in the orb. Is that what it's called? Whoa, we got Venezuelan cheerleaders. Hello. How you doing? Oh, wait a minute. It says San Juan. Perhaps Dominican Republic is representing. Those do look like Puerto Rico being represented. All the countries are being recognized right now on the field. Folks, no country is coming out of this in better shape, despite not making the final, than Team Italy. I tell you what, Team Italy, this was a huge tournament for them. And big for the country, for the sport of baseball. Very excited about it. Okay, we've got a spotlight now on what do we got here? We got ourselves a country band. Is that? Oh no, is that Christy Nome? The hell is she doing here? All right, Christy Nome is dancing around, and okay, I guess she's looking for new work. I've got the volume down. I can't really hear the music. It's probably a good thing. What are they playing? Am I complaining? I mean, it looks like the Village People, except all the same theme. But, hey, whatever works. So what's going on? They've got like a little song and dance act like for every country or something? Is that what I'm... Because now we're going to some large drums. There's some drumming going on. Hold on, while I look for lighting that makes me look human. Folks, I am distracted by the show going on right now in Miami. Let's go over the starting lineups, shall we? We are now at the top of the hour. Once again, the pitching matchup, Nolan McLean on the mound for U.S., right-hander, and lefty Eduardo Rodriguez will get the ball first for Venezuela. Who is the home team in this situation? Is it us? God, we get every advantage. We play in a pool where we don't have to leave our own country. We play most of that pool in the same venue. We have to just hit the road once. And wouldn't you know it, in the final, we're the home team. I guess it works out that way with some kind of tiebreaker or, I don't know, some scenario about run differential or whatever. I'm not sure. But coin flip. Okay, there you go. We won a coin flip. And I'm complaining about that too. All right, well, we guessed right on the coin flip. That's good. So the U.S. will be the home team. All right, so visiting Venezuela, the lineup. Leading off and playing right field, Ronald Acuna Jr. Michael Garcia is at third base, batting second. Luis Ariz, contact hitter extraordinaire. First baseman and batting third. Gino Suarez is the cleanup hitter, and he's DHing. Gleyber Torres is at second base, batting fifth. Ezequiel Tovar is the shortstop, hitting sixth. Wilyer Abreu will play left field and hit seventh. Batting eighth, veteran catcher Salvador Perez. And the kid in center field is Jackson Chourio. For Team USA, by the way, both teams are making their way onto the field right now, walking down the foul lines on either side of the field. Kind of a slow walk, I got to tell you. Can we pick up the pace? Were they told to take it slow here? Folks, these teams are walking out about as fast as Alejandro Kirk running at top speed. Aaron Judge is leading Team USA's line, holding an American flag. As these two teams are still very, very slowly, extremely slowly. Like, I'm incapable of walking this slow. It's true. Whenever I'm out and about, walking the city streets and I'm with friends, I find myself just all of a sudden noticing that my friends are like 20 yards behind me because I guess I walk naturally. I take long strides. I don't know. I'm not running. I'm just walking. I'm walking with a sense of purpose. I'm not shuffling my feet. Okay, they finally made it. They've made it down the line. Hey, they're there. All right. Hopefully the game will be a little faster paced than this introduction. A nice little drone shot here. That's a money shot. All right. We are getting our introductions, proper introductions, unlike for the semifinals. Omar Lopez is the manager of Team Venezuela. Mark DeRosa, manager for Team USA. And, yeah. Venezuela getting introduced right now. Here is the Team USA lineup, folks. Leading off and playing shortstop is Bobby Witt Jr. Bryce Harper will bat second and play first base. Aaron Judge, as he has been all tournament, is in right field and batting third. Kyle Schwarber, also every game, DHing and batting cleanup. Alex Bregman gets the call. He's back in the lineup over Gunnar Henderson. Why? I said to myself, I just hope that Venezuela doesn't go with a lefty, because that might be the one excuse or reason to prevent Gunnar from getting in this lineup. And damn it, they went with a lefty, Eduardo Rodriguez. I refuse to believe that this game is going to be played in its entirety without a Gunnar Henderson appearance. I'm holding out hope. Alex Bregman will bat fifth and play third base, folks. Roman Anthony's in left field hitting sixth. He's had a great tournament. Will Smith will do the catching and bat seventh. He's basically become the number one catcher over Cal Raleigh as this tournament has gone on. Bryce Terang will play second base and hit eighth. And Byron Buxton, again with a lefty on the mound, he gets the nod over Pete Crow Armstrong, batting ninth and playing center field. All right, it looks like the Venezuelan introductions are just about over. And probably moving on to Team USA here in just a moment. Both teams have lost just one game. Both came in pool play, the final pool game of their respective brackets. The U.S. losing against Italy, and the Venezuelans lost to the Dominican Republic. Both teams lost by 2 runs to 2 teams that got to the semifinals. So I think the teams that should be here are here. There's Aaron Judge. Yeah, whatever, pal. 10 days from now, you're a Yankee again, and I wouldn't spit on you if you were on fire. Is that too harsh? Hey, welcome in any potential Yankee fans. Don't worry. We're all on the same team tonight, Team USA. Unless you got a Yankee playing for Venezuela. Do you? Well, you got an ex-Yankee. You got a Glaber. Let me take a look at this Venezuela roster. Let me see what kind of pitchers they might have available after Erod. I could have maybe thought about looking this up as preparation. Me prepare? What do I look like? What the hell do I look like? Do 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 do. I'm waiting for this page to open. Come on now. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's get this out of the way. I might have to refresh this pregame here, but now's the time to do this. Making sure I got this VPN set up on the right server here. Try to get the best connection possible to the game. Least amount of lag. That's the idea. I'm going to go ahead and refresh this here. I think the U.S. are in the middle of... again, I got their volume completely down. They're presenting the colors of both flags. We might have some national anthems coming up here in a minute. Not sure. Stand by. Yep, I see caps against the chest for Venezuela. It looks like their national anthem is going on right now. So national anthems, folks, I'll just go ahead and be quiet here for a minute. Give me a chance to step away for a sec, okay? Be right back, folks. Don't go anywhere. USA versus Venezuela is coming up. Hit that like button. You're here. Get it out of the way. Thank you.
He met a strange friend in the Chesapeake Bay when Mondi the monster...
Drop the big one.
What? Over? Did you say over? Nothing is over until we decide it is.
Nothing gonna break my style. Nothing gonna break my style.
I'm starting to adjust. I've gotten really into running 10Ks. I garden now, and I even bought season tickets for the Orioles, since that's what guys who can't satisfy women do.
What? What?
I am the Cal Ripken of birthday cake.
All right, folks, the U.S. anthem is going on right now. And I'm looking at Aaron Judge in the middle of my screen, followed by Harper, followed by Witt. That's where I'm at. Followed by DeRosa. There's Paul Skeen's profile view. Let me know if I'm close to you if you're watching along. Here's a look again at DeRosa. 3/4 angle. Wrapping around. Now we've got the closed eyes of, who is that? Ernie Clement, maybe? Some shots of some folks in the crowd. A little bit behind, just a little bit. George, you're in a commercial? Like, are you past the anthem, George? I just went to commercial. It just cut. We're back to that biblical event that we've all been waiting for, starring Minnie Driver of Good Will Hunting fame 30 years ago. Folks, I've just been waiting. I've just been waiting for Minnie Driver to show up again. There she is. All right, speaking of showing up, it's me. How you doing, folks? Oh, you know what I need to fix? Tomorrow afternoon, 1 o'clock, let me get in here to the text at the bottom of your screen and fix this. Next game tomorrow versus Toronto. Stream starts at 12:50 p.m., folks. Who's on the mound for us tomorrow? I forget. Albert Suarez. Oh, Albert Suarez. Yeah. Albert Suarez is going to start tomorrow's game against the Blue Jays, folks. 1 o'clock. Get here a little bit early. Don't be any later than 5 minutes after 1 o'clock for first pitch. All right. Chat disconnected. Don't start giving me problems. Don't you dare. Chat is hopping around. Eh, boy. Eh, boy. Don't be giving me no problems now. Hey, folks, let's do a quick lag check if you don't mind. How you doing, Edward? Folks, I'll say a number. Please just type that number into your keypad or whatever as soon as you hear it. The number is 1. Just a good old-fashioned 1. Type that in, and hopefully, and within 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, it'll pop up on my screen. No, it's not. Maybe nobody was ready? Oh, boy. There does seem to be a bit of a delay. Should we start over? There's still. Oh, no. I'm determined, folks. All right, we'll come. Let me reopen this. Yeah, I'm just now seeing the ones get into the chat. So there is a delay here that just materialized out of nothing. What can I do? We still have lots of pomp and circumstance going on here at the ballpark. And now we're just replaying what we just saw. We're replaying the walking into the ballpark thing. How you doing there, Chilo? Hey there, Vonnie. Bobo, Bam, George, Edward, everybody. Phantom, Rob, Matt, Noel, Daniel, everybody, 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 everybody. Oh, just let me cross my fingers and hope that this stream goes off without a hitch. No hitches, folks. Right now, more people have viewed the vertical side than the horizontal side. How about this? We got Froggy over there. We got Carl. How you guys doing over there? The horizontal fam. Garrett Family Aquatics is over there as well. Folks, once again, in case you didn't know, if everything goes well tonight and we just hit 1,000 less people than the average amount of people that have shown up for these WBC games on my channel, we're looking for 4,000 viewers, and we will have hit the 1 million mark on the channel. And I want to be here to see it happen. I got my phone here on standby. I don't know how often this updates. Oh, it does. It does update. So we're just a couple of hundred in. But once this game gets started, I'm hoping we're gonna pick things up here. Okay. Vertical side's looking good. What else is there to talk about, folks? I don't know. I just kind of want to get into game calling mode at this point. What else is shaking? Topics? Anybody? Anybody got one? Baxter says, let's go USA. How about this, folks? Give me your predictions of the final score tonight. How about that? Let's do a little bit of audience participation. I want everybody to type in their predictions for tonight's final score, and maybe we can revisit it at the end of the game, see who got it right. Let's see who the smart one in the room is. Phantom is going 5-3 USA. Damn it. Phantom, you saw me talk about what I thought the score would be. I said like 5-4. Damn it, 5-3. That's a good one. That's a good one. Folks, don't let Phantom just hang out here with his ass in the breeze. Throw out a prediction. Come on. Carl says, what is that, 6-5? 6-5 USA? So USA 2-0 so far in predictions. Nobody else? All right. Okay. So here is the bullpen for Venezuela. Excuse me. We're all pretty familiar with the U.S.'s bullpen at this stage of the tournament. Andres Machado. These are right-handers. Andres Machado, Antonio Senzatella, Carlos Guzman, Daniel Palencia. I believe he's the closer for the Cubs, right? Edward Bizardo, Herman Marquez, Jose Buto, Ricardo Suarez, and Yoendris Gomez. From the left side, they have Emmanuel De Jesus, Odanier Mosqueda, and Angel Zerpa. Just three lefties in the pen, and I'm not sure if all three are available tonight. Also in the rotation, Keider Montero and Ranher Suarez. But I don't think either of those will be in the plans to use tonight. But yeah, Palencia for me, that's the shutdown guy. Bizardo, probably your setup guy. If they bring in a guy like Senzatella, I'm getting excited. That guy pitches for the Rockies. He's been crap for years, but I'm sure pitching in Denver hasn't helped his numbers. But Antonio Senzatella, yeah, you can come on in this game. All right, we got some more predictions. Oh, we've got some large scores here. Oh my, we got some football scores. Chawa's going 14-7. The U.S. with a pair of touchdowns, and they beat Venezuela by a touchdown. Edward is going 5-1 U.S. Orioles fan is the first to predict a Venezuela win, and he has them 16-8. Venezuela over U.S. Baxter is going 7-4 U.S. Froggy says 5-4 Venezuela. And Garrett Family Aquatics is going with another low-scoring affair. Same score line as the win over Dominican Republic, 2-1 USA. All right, so Phantom took 5-3, and somebody else took 5-4, but they took 5-4 Venezuela. All right, I'm taking 5-4 US. No, I'll take 6-4. I think it's a 2-run win. Phantom already took 5-3. I'm going to take 6-4. Folks, Team USA is taking the field right now. Nolan McLean slowly walking to the mound. Everybody else jogging out to their respective positions. I'm watching McLean walk right now, and he's picking up the baseball. That's where I am. I hope you're close. Folks, if you're ahead of me, we're going to be spending the next few hours together. Try and sync up your game with me. Nolan McLean is about to throw his first warm-up pitch. Here it is. Well, I say his first. He threw one pitch, and now he's walking off like he's done. Okay. Well, he threw his one pitch, and we're about ready for baseball. Time to get the volume up here. I need to hear something now. We are ready, folks. It is the World Baseball Classic Final. USA against Venezuela. Ronald Acuna Jr. stepping in the box. And here we go, folks. First pitch of the night is a line drive base hit into center field. And here we go. Acuna Jr. wastes no time going after the kid McLean. And, folks, I'm going to try to bite my tongue about the U.S. somehow finding themselves in a final with Nolan McLean as the starter. One pitch was hit very hard, and the no-hitter and perfect game are over. McLean will check on Acuna before throwing his first pitch to Michael Garcia. Oh, I need to adjust the display now, right? Because the game is underway. Stand by for display adjustment. Here's a sweeper outside. 1-0 on Michael Garcia from the Kansas City Royals. The next pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Bregman goes to second for one. Over to first. Two. A double play around the horn, folks. And the bases are empty with two men down. Where's the button? I didn't want Bregman in the lineup, but he started a nice 5-4-3 double play. Great news for McLean. Two down, bases empty. And here is Luis Ariz. He takes a fastball at 99 inside for ball one. Arise and shine, folks. This one's popped up. That's what you want Ariz to do. Hit it in the air. Can of corn for Buxton. He's got it. And McLean pitches the minimum amount of batters here in the inning despite giving up a hard hit, base hit to the first batter, first pitch. Gets a double play ball and a pop out to center field. We go to the bottom of the first. Venezuela nothing, and the U.S. are coming up. Folks, how you doing? Ruh-roh. Yeah. We are just getting started. Team USA coming up to hit. Bobby Witt Jr., Bryce Harper, and Aaron Judge. 5 pitches to get through the first for McLean. Lovely. I'm up all night to get lucky. I'm up all night to get lucky. Folks, the subscriber count to begin tonight is in the 3770s. We have to get it at least to roll over one time to 3780. Have to. That's a must. That's less than 10 subscribers. I'm not sure what the number is. Could be 2, could be 5. But whatever that number is, it's a single-digit number. And I don't think I'm asking, I don't think I'm being greedy, trying to get that number to roll over one time tonight. If you're new to the channel, if you like the content, I ask that you give subscribing a try. It's free, and it helps the channel out. It helps you find the channel easier. Helps other people find the channel easier for the first time. You found it if you're new. You just found it. I'm glad you did. And the idea is to, keep growing. And YouTube will help promote the channel a little more. More new people find it. And you keep going. 2 seasons in the books, and we're counting down to our 1 millionth view on the channel. I can't wait. We got 40 people in the horizontal chat right now. I can't see how many on the vertical side. Well, I could do this. This will tell me. Oh, we've only got about 10 people over there. All told, though, we got about 6 people. All right, we are underway. First pitch swinging. Bobby Witt Jr. hits a ball to center field. And drifting out to the warning track is Churio. He makes the catch. A one-pitch out made by Bobby Witt Jr. Bobby Witt Jr. That average now to 273 for the tournament. He started off pretty well, but he's kind of cooled down. And that'll bring up Bryce Harper, who's only hitting 160 in the tournament. First pitch to Harper. Swing and a miss. A fastball from Rodriguez, only 92. Looked pretty flat down the middle. The 0-1. Tries to hit the knees on the outside corner, but it's low and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. One is a curveball hit in the air, shallow left. It's going to be the shortstop going out, and Tovar makes the catch. 2 outs on 4 pitches for Eduardo Rodriguez. Folks, these two teams, they got to catch a flight. Are they in a hurry? Orioles fan is talking about audio issues. I would hope I don't have a problem on my end. I feel like I'd get more than one person telling me. Here's a called strike to Aaron Judge. 261 in the Classic. Rodriguez's next pitch is low. Change up. So Eduardo Rodriguez can strike you out. He averages about 1 per inning over his career. I wouldn't call him a power pitcher. Again, that fastball getting there in the low 90s. 2-1 the count on Judge with a very pronounced shift toward the left side of the field from the infield. Popped up, out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Mr. Judge. Book Doc says he's so glad he's here. The only thing better would be his naked Venezuelan girlfriend. Well, all right.
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get laid.
Got Bush.
Called strike 3. Eduardo Rodriguez gets Judge looking on a pitch that was borderline bottom outside corner. Judge is retired, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the U.S. On to the second inning, no score. Coming up for the Venezuelans, it'll be Gino Suarez, Gleyber Torres, and Ezequiel Tovar. Baxter says things are sounding good. Book Doc says the audio is great. He can hear me over the Spanish noise in the street. That's right, folks. Blare your speakers. BW might be singing tonight. Aw, damn.
Ahoy there! Anybody home?
What is this one?
Honey, I'm home.
Why is that in my...
Honey, I'm home.
Oh, that's for Vance Honeycutt. Wow, I guess I can go ahead and get rid of that.
Honey, I'm home.
That little music, that little piano thing. Yeah, these are... This is like the forgotten about audio clips here in the back. What is this?
Regardless, Mateo stands at third now with 1 down.
Oh, that was that argument about the winning run being Mateo. What is this?
This is Sparta!
All right. Okay. All
Marcia.
Right. Just checking. Just doing some inventory, folks. Hey, look, it's Ken Rosenthal, folks. The Keebler Elf is on the scene. bow tie for a cause. Well, the cause is you trying to brand wearing a bow tie as your thing. That's what the cause is. All right, Nolan McLean, folks, just 5 yeah. Just 5 pitches to get 3 outs in the first inning. Folks, he's on pace to throw 45 pitches and a shutout. Wouldn't that be nice? It'll be Eugenio Suarez to lead it off. And he takes inside a sinker at 97 from McLean. I tell you, these Team USA jerseys, at least looking at the pictures from the back, look a little too much like the Atlanta Braves for my liking. You look at them on the front, and you got the USA on the chest, you got the hat. But from behind, that looks like the Braves. You got the blue names, red numbers. It's 1-2 on Gino Suarez. Power hitter. Swing and a miss, and that sweeper was moving. That was some nice horizontal movement on that strikeout from McLean.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
All right, here is Gleyber Torres. Former Yankee, now about to start his second season with the Detroit Tigers. He's hitting .308. And that's a strike 2. McLean gets ahead of Torres quickly. No balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2, breaking ball, called, strike 3. Oh, McLean shows the goods there. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, Gleyber Torres.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Book Doc, I think you're making all the innuendos for the both of us and enough on your own. You've got us covered, buddy. All right, Ezequiel Tovar fouls the first pitch he sees away. He's hitting .462 in the tournament. Shortstop from the Rockies. Folks, believe it or not, the Rockies do have a few good players, and they got a couple on Team Venezuela here. The 0-1 pitch is hit to right. It's going to drop in there off the end of the bat. Opposite field shot there by Tovar, a 2-out single. Second hit of the night for Venezuela. Wilyer Abreu of the Red Sox will come up next, left-handed hitter. Tovar just serving that one to the opposite field. Off the end of the bat. Here is Abreu. Open stance. First pitch. He takes it middle of the plate, lower half for strike 1. Abreu, a very good defensive outfielder. This pitch is a changeup that stays high. 1-1. 2 down, runner at first. We're in the top of the second inning. No score here in the WBC final. Nolan McLean will check on Tovar, who's back in head first over at the first base bag. I keep talking about balls. The pitch. Line foul, left side. Abreu just fighting that fastball away. .98 miles an hour on that pitch. It's still a ball and 2 strikes. Dancing over at first base is Tovar, and this ball is going to get popped up just behind the infield. The shortstop, Witt, he's got it on the pop-up to end the inning. Tovar is stranded. Abreu pops out. One man left. We go to the bottom of the second. No score. All right, 13 pitches in this inning. That's 18 total. That's 9 per inning. That's about 3 per batter. It's good stuff. Hey, look, folks, it's that character from The Office from 20 years ago. He's really moved on to bigger and better things. He's now playing himself as the same character in a commercial. I can't look. Hey, let's check in on the old live view count of the channel, shall we? Come on, baby needs a new pair of shoes. Oh, we got a long way to go. We might not get there tonight, folks. 3,500 to go. 3,500 to go. I really put it out there tonight, folks. I was hoping people would show up and celebrate this on my behalf. Again, if I'm making too much out of it, so be it. I've done the math, folks. I'm relatively certain that this will be the one and only moment in my life where I will have collected 1 million anything. Anything. Unless we're talking about like a video game score. So, yeah. I'm not going to be around for 10 million. At the pace I'm on, it would take 20 years. So, this is it. This is the big milestone. Adding that extra zero. I gotta milk it. Come on. Speaking of milk, they went a little milk heavy on my latte today. I'm not tasting enough of the bean. I need the caffeine from the bean, folks. All right, bottom of the second inning. Kyle Schwarber, Alex Bregman, and Roman Anthony due up. Everybody's a home run hitter in this lineup. All right, Eduardo Rodriguez, first pitch. Check swing. It's a called strike. It looked 2 inches outside. Schwarber's hitting .364. He's got that one Schwar bomb back at Dakin Park in Houston. As this pitch bounces in there, 1-1 the count. According to the sideline reporter that I just heard, the Venezuelan bullpen in this tournament has been outstanding. That pitch is a good foot outside. 2-1 on Schwarber. I want to taste the bean, folks, when I have my coffee. You feel me? Here's one fisted foul behind the plate. It's 2-2 on Schwarber. Yeah, the Rockies have brought in Tomoyuki Sagano. The Rockies also have Michael Lorenzen, who was great against us in that Italy-USA matchup earlier. Lorenzen, unfortunately, came in to relieve who was the starter for Italy in that semifinal. I'm sleeping on it. Swing and a miss. Schwarber strikes out. And Eduardo Rodriguez, that fastball was... He must be able to hide that pitch well coming out of the hand or something. Hittable spot. You'd think a guy like Schwarber would crush a pitch like that. He missed it. One down for Alex Bregman. He's sitting 182 in the series. Check swing. They appeal, and he went. 0-1 on Bregman. 182, yes. Gunnar Henderson is on the bench. That pitch, framed there by the catcher, Sally Perez, does not get the call. The count even. There's a shot at Gunnar. And he looks like a guy that wants to play. Swing and a miss. Nice change up there from Rodriguez. Bregman way out in front. It's a ball and 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. We are in the bottom of the second. No score. The pitch. That one's tapped toward the first baseman. Gonna take it to the bag himself is Luis Ariz. Eduardo Rodriguez clutching at his heart as if to say, thank you, Luis, for busting it toward first. I was not ready to cover the bag there. Second out of the inning on a ground ball, unassisted to first base. Here is Roman Anthony, 319. At 318. I can't tell. My glasses need cleaning. 318 the average. He takes inside for ball 1. Couple of homers and 7 driven in the tournament. Pitch number 20 from Eduardo Rodriguez is on the outside corner, a cutter, top of the zone. To even up the count at a ball and a strike. How you doing there, Alexa? Welcome in. What is that up arrow flashing above the orange banner? Edward, are you talking about in the ball game or on my channel? Not sure. By the way, Salvador Perez's catching gear has got the Venezuelan flag colors. It's very stylish. I like the catching gear for Sally Perez. Roman Anthony looks at one low and away. The count is 3-1 on him. If he gets on base, Will Smith's waiting on deck. 2 out, nobody on. 3-1 pitch. That's tapped back to Erod. He will pick it up, throw to first in time, and the inning is over. A comebacker. So far, so good from Eduardo Rodriguez. It's been 6 up, 6 down. I was worried about this. These guys who may have had some issues in their professional careers. Luis Severino. He's been kind of a mixed bag out there with the A's. He's been on record as saying he doesn't like pitching in home games in that Sacramento ballpark, and his numbers would show that he's not putting in his best effort when he's pitching in those games at that non-major league looking ballpark. He's been on record with it. Eduardo Rodriguez, back-to-back seasons with ERAs over 5. He's been in decline for a couple of years, but hey, this is a whole different kind of a game here. We're talking about a baseball classic final. You're pitching for your country. You're going to come with your best stuff. But I'm not seeing anything from Eduardo Rodriguez that I would say is overpowering stuff. U.S. just needs to, I say just, as if it's some simple thing, but they do need to be selective. They'll get their pitch. They'll get their pitch. Thank you, Phantom, for that. Yeah, folks, hit that like button, please, if you don't mind. And, yeah, we got 50 people in here right now. Likes are at 35. We could certainly get up to 40. Just tap that thumbs up, please, at the bottom of your screen. I promise you it does help the channel. And everything in terms of content here is free. Folks, I run a channel like nobody else. All right? I do things my way. One thing that is extremely popular on any social media platform where you have a live stream channel like this is to set up some sort of a Patreon, some sort of a paywall that allows people, if they pay X amount of money, to get access to additional stuff on a given channel. I don't do that, and I will not be doing that no matter how this channel grows. All content on this channel is and will forever be free. Nobody is going to be blocked. Here's a base hit down the right field line by Sally Perez. He will stop at first base. He is a slow man. Aaron Judge getting to the ball relatively quickly, but a diving attempt at first by Bryce Harper. That ball smoked past him into right field. A leadoff single here for Venezuela. Salvador Perez is on at first base for Jackson Chourio. So yeah, folks, just to let you know, this is a community channel. Everybody is involved and everybody has access to everything going on here. I'm not doing any kind of a paywall thing. I don't think it's right. Some people can't afford the little extra. And what? They're going to be denied? No. That's a called strike to Chourio. He's got a count of 0-2. Runner at first, nobody out for Venezuela. Chourio asks for time. Phantom is asking for someone to get loose. A 1, 2, 3, get loose now. I mean, yeah, for a final, once you get into this, third inning, there should be stirring. Constant stirring all through the end of this game. There's a swing and a miss. Chourio strikes out.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
That ball breaking late. It was already starting to come in outside, and then it went further away from Chourio. He committed. No chance to make contact there. Back to the top of the order for Acuna. He led off the ball game with a hit on the first pitch. This is pitch number 23 of the night for McLean, and it's up and in. Just 22 pitches to get through the order the first time. Very economical. 1-0 on the inside edge. Called a strike. Acuna, not sure about it. The 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball, a sweeper, swung on and missed. And McLean, I will give you credit, my friend. You do have some nice movement on those pitches. I can see the hype. One ball, two strikes, one out, runner at first. The pitch, low, 2-2. Borderline. Feels like I'm going to lose my mind. 2-2 pitch. Fouled away off to the right. Slicing further into the crowd. You just keep on pushing my love over the borderline. See, this is what happens, folks. I see a word like borderline in the chat, and stuff just starts happening. It's a tick, folks. This pitch is left high. Full count on Acuna. I don't think Sally's going to be off on this pitch. Even if you do send him early, a ground ball to an infielder is still going to start a double play. That's ball 4. McLean misses high. 2 on with 1 out. And Michael Garcia due up next. Garcia hit into a double play first time up immediately to cancel out Acuna's leadoff single in the first. First pitch. Oh, my goodness. That sweeper. Folks, the movement on that pitch was pretty filthy. First pitch strike to Garcia. Next one is outside. 1-1 the count. The stuff is nasty. The control, that's always the tough part, isn't it? 1-1. Breaking ball popped up. Out of play. 2 strikes on Michael Garcia. I'm sorry you had a bad year there, Book Doc. You're not alone, though, buddy. You're not alone. 1-2 pitch. That breaks away, and Will Smith is going to have to go retrieve the ball. Both runners move up. Oh, this is not the first time in the tournament the U.S. have given up a wild pitch in a bad spot. With 1 out in the inning, 2 runners advance in a scoring position. It takes the ground ball double play away to get out of this. Not that it's easy to double up Garcia. He gets down the line pretty fast, but no chance now. Second and third, 1 down. The 2-2 pitch. Hit in the air and deep, left center field. Oh, it's going to get caught out there by Buxton. Sally Perez will tag. The throw will come into third. Acuna will move up. And Venezuela get on the board. Boy, off the bat, I thought that ball was going to keep traveling. It split the gap perfectly, but Acuna able to get there in time. Or, excuse me, Acuna. Buxton able to get there in time to make the catch. But that ball hit more than deep enough to get the slow Sally Perez in, tagging up from third base. It is 1-0 Venezuela. 2 out in the inning, a runner at third. And here's a first pitch strike to Luis Ariz. This Venezuela fan base in the ballpark right now is making tons of noise. The pitch, breaking ball fouled away. 0-2 on Ariz. In arise, the light, the heat, arise. I am complete, arise. I see the doorway, arise. Of 1,000 churches, arise. Sorry, folks. It's the caffeine. It's the bean. Here's the 0-2 to Ariz. Swung on, hit on the ground, 1 hop to second base. Terang over to first, and the inning is over. But Venezuela get on the board. It's a sac fly. Off the bat of Michael Garcia. Sally Perez scores the first run of this final. As we go to the bottom of the third, it's 1-0 Venezuela. Phantom has seen enough of Nolan McLean. 37 pitches, 3 hits and a walk through 3 innings, struck out 3 batters. McLean. Do you really think you have a chance against us, Mr. Cowboy? His name is McLean. Hey, folks. I think I might need a lucky at this point. What do you think? I might need one. Where's my lucky button? No, not all night long. I'm up all night to get lucky.
I'm up all night to get lucky. I'm up all night to get lucky.
Oh, really? So now he's up to using Instagram. Wow. Way to go, pal. Way to go. Harassing people that didn't do anything to you. Okay, dude. And yeah, I'll go with your theory that my channel is only successful when you show up. Okay, why don't you go ahead and test that theory, dude? Test your own theory. Never show up again, and then my channel, according to you, will just peter out and fail, right? So test it. You don't like me. You want to see me fail. According to you, without you, I'm going to fail. So go ahead. Give it a try. But no, you're going to come up with a way to, you know, right? Like, oh, no, I didn't mean it like that. No, your channel stinks. But I make it better. Okay, dude. Oh, yeah. Ken Rosenthal. Folks, right now in the chat, let us know how many phone books is Ken using right now. And again, why does he have to be even an inch taller than whoever he's talking to? He needs that 1 inch. It's ridiculous to suggest that Ken is slightly taller than DeRosa. All right, Bryce, no. Will Smith leading off. Will Smith, it's the bottom of the order here for Team USA. 10 phone books, says Bam. I don't know. Once you get more than 5, then it's a whole balancing act. Could be 10. Maybe 10 of those, like, smaller, like, more portable yellow pages. It's 2-0 on Will Smith. 2-0 pitch popped up. Shallow left. Going out as the shortstop. Coming in as the left fielder. And right on the foul line, the catch is made by Wilyer Abreu. 7 outs from 7 batters faced here by Eduardo Rodriguez. Team USA needs to wake up. Wake up. Here is Bryce Terang. Yeah, I guess the phone books have gotten thinner as they've been phased out. First pitch had the plate, but it's low to Terang. Ball 1. The 0-1. Hit on the ground and in the hole through the right side, a base hit for Bryce Terang. He keeps it up. First hit of the night for Team USA. Terang is batting an even .400 in this tournament. Folks, turn on that faucet. We've got activity on the bases for the first time tonight. The tying run on at first with 1 out. The batter is Byron Buxton. With that straight up and down batting stance of his, he looks at strike 1. Buxton is 0 for 6, looking for his first hit in this tournament. Now would be a good time. He's facing a lefty. I'm sure he's seen Eduardo Rodriguez before. Both these guys have been around several years. That pitch is upstairs. It is a ball and a strike on Byron Buxton. Runner at first, 1 out. And a check on the runner. He's back. Just 1 foot off the bag. And the crowd groans after that check on the runner. Come on, Buxton. 1-1 the count. The pitch. Up and in. 92 with a fastball. Top of the order, due up next, Bobby Witt Jr. on deck. He will hit unless Buxton hits into a double play. Buxton 1 for 6 with a walk, lifetime. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. Thank you for that, Phantom. With 2 strikes on Buxton, the Venezuelan fans are now out shouting the USA fans looking for the strikeout here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Rodriguez from the belt. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Oh, a low and away changeup. Buxton. No chance. 2 down. Ouch, ouch, ouch. A big whiff by Buxton. Well, you got righties coming up. So I'd definitely go to a righty. in the bullpen. It's early. I don't know. Would Clay Holmes make sense? It's 0-1 on Bobby Witt Jr. I mean, you want to bring in a guy at this stage of the game that maybe can give you more than just the one inning. This ball's hit into center field. It's going to hang up there in front of the track for Churio. He makes the catch, and the inning is over. The Americans get their first base runner of the night, a single by Terang, but that's it. By the way, Terang never tried to swipe second again. Terang and Bobby Witt Jr., they get on base. They should be running. They're not running in this series, or in this tournament, I should say. And, look at Phantom. The lack of running is hurting our hitters. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we're not doing that. We're depending on our slugging to get the job done. And why would you back yourself into a corner strategically to have one way to win a ball game? When you have two guys who, when they're on the bases, again, they terrorize the defense when they're on the bases. Or they should be. And we have not seen that this entire classic. That is definitely a criticism from me. Should be seeing more aggressive base running, put some pressure on the defense. Venezuela got the lead with some small ball. Yeah, I said it before, U.S., show me a proper rally. Don't just rely on the home run ball. It was enough to get us past Dominican Republic, but you need more than one way to skin a cat if you're going to win a tournament like this. Oh my God, I'm watching an HD close-up, extreme close-up of this pizza that there's no way it looks like that. Michelob Ultra. The piss of champions. We are back in Miami, and folks, we are somewhere in the part of the city where I don't have enough money to even be standing anywhere near there, do I? That looks very swanky. McLean is out to begin the fourth inning, folks, much to Phantom's happiness. How you doing there, Phantom? You okay, buddy?
That's right! We can't have anyone freak out there, okay? We've got to keep our composure. We've gone too far. There's too much to lose. We've got to keep our composure.
First pitch is a strike to Gino Suarez, 0 for 1. Next offering, check swing. Did he go? No. That pitch about 2 feet outside. Suarez looking silly just checking his swing there. That's a swing and a miss. McLean's working pretty quick. Got a count of a ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch. On the outside edge. I think Will Smith tried to oversell that frame job. He brought it back to the middle of the zone. I mean, come on, dude. Try and frame it on the corner, if anything. 2-2 pitch. Check swing to Peel. He didn't go. Full count. That pitch low and away. Phantom is getting a bit upset.
That's right! We can't have anyone freak out there, okay? We've got to keep our composure. We've gone too far. There's too much to lose. We've got to keep our composure.
I apologize for Baltimore.
Here's a foul ball off of Gino at the plate. It's still 3-2. Now, if they want to keep McLean in here until they want to go to a lefty, there aren't many lefty bats in this lineup tonight. You got Arise hitting third, and you got Tovar, who I think is a switch hitter, coming up next, and then Abreu, another lefty bat, hitting seventh. Everybody else from the right side. Pitch number 44 from McLean tonight. A little tapper foul left side. Will do it again. Long AB here between McLean and Suarez, leading off the top of the fourth. Wait a minute. There's a poor man's Jeff Foxworthy? Here's a little ground ball to second base. Going to be handled over there by Terang for the first out. Suarez is 0 for 2. Here comes Gleyber Torres. Folks, Jeff Foxworthy is a poor man's Jeff Foxworthy. Whoops. What does a poor man's Jeff Foxworthy even look like? Like, you got to have 2 teeth left. Some kind of meth addict. Somebody from Florida. Let's see. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2 on Gleyber Torres. Yeah, we're talking crazy poor. We're talking like morning talk show, Jerry Springer, 1 hour special guest kind of poor. Here's the 0-2 outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out, bases empty here in the top of the fourth. Venezuela with a 1-0 lead on a sac fly in the 3rd inning. The pitch. Called strike 3, and Gleyber Torres has a right to be upset. That pitch missed both outside and probably a little bit low as well. Yep. Tough call there.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
2 down, pitch up and in a Tovar. Well, Phantom, I got to think this is it for McLean. 4 innings. It's the bottom part of the order here we're getting into. Surely, this is it. This is popped up on the right side. In foul ground, it'll be Harper with the catch to end the inning. So give him credit, folks. 4 innings of 1-run ball. At this point, I think our boy McLean needs a little bit of run support. I can't complain about a one run through 4 innings against the lineup like this. We need some offense, folks. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Venezuela lead it 1-0. Incoming JJ raid, says Cool Jays. JJ raid. JJ raid, folks. Hey, welcome in, folks, from JJ's channel. If you're not subscribed to my channel, I bet you JJ would love it if you did while you're here during this commercial break. And I'm checking on my phone, folks. We are now 3,000 viewers away from hitting 1 million on the channel. I hope we can celebrate that milestone together by the end of this stream tonight. I might just keep streaming until we get to that number. I just won't stop streaming. Folks, play-by-play with JJ. He's in the chat right now on the horizontal side. He's got a heart right there in the chat. How you doing, JJ? For those of you on my channel, please, if you haven't already, check out JJ's channel. He also does play-by-play, does a really good job at it. Nobody puts in more time. I mean, this guy averages about 6.5 hours of play-by-play a day. This guy's an animal. So, if you haven't already, hey, we've got a gifted Magic membership given out by PJC. Thank you so much, PJC.
Message for you, son.
And I want to thank you very much for that.
All right.
I really do.
Folks, we might have to raid JJ back here before this one's over and return the favor. We're beginning the bottom of the 4th inning. Bryce Harper set to lead off, Judge and Schwarber to follow. Yeah, thank you very much, PJC. Eduardo Rodriguez is going to begin his 4th inning of work. He's been fantastic through 3. Just 1 single, no walks, 3 strikeouts. Second time facing the big bats of Harper, Judge, and Schwarber. Here we go. First pitch of the inning. Swing and a miss on a cutter at 89. Rodriguez getting the best of the American lineup tonight, not by overpowering them, but by hitting spots. I mean, that looked like a nice spot right there, but it's called ball 1 on the low inside corner to Harper. He's hitting his spots. The U.S. can't seem to guess right. Here's a line drive, but on a bounce to second. It'll be handled there by Gleyber Torres, and Harper is retired, 1 away in the bottom of the 4th. Here comes Aaron Judge. Did the Orioles draft Eduardo Rodriguez? I don't know. I want to say he spent the beginning of his career several years. Where was it? First pitch is low here to Judge for ball 1. Boston, right? He spent several years with the Red Sox. So did we trade him to Boston before he made his major league debut, I guess, if we had him at all? Judge fouls a 1-0 pitch back. It's a ball and a strike. Yeah, 2015 was the debut for Eduardo Rodriguez. He made 21 starts for the Red Sox. He played with them through the 2021 season. I don't have his draft information here. 1-1 pitch to Judge is hit in the air to right along the stands, and that ball is unreachable. The first baseman, Arise, had a look. We traded him for Andrew Miller. Okay. We signed him as an international free agent and traded him to Boston in 2014. Way back in 2010. Wow. So he would have been, he's 32 now. He would have been, what, 17 at that time? Man, more than, or just about half his life has gone by since then. All right, the 1-2 pitch. Check swing. Judge went around, and Eduardo Rodriguez gets his 4th punch out of the night. Dealt for Andrew Miller. Wow, that's going back some time ago, folks. Got to get back in time. To get back in time. Kyle Schwarber 0 for 1. First pitch. Look at Sally try to frame everything. That is ball 1 low and away. I don't think I was overly critical about the move. Was I? I just said it was a long time ago. The count is 2-0 on Schwarber. On deck, not Gunnar Henderson. 2-0 pitch. Low and away, 3-0. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. It's okay. Gosh, I feel like I come across so overbearing. I'm fine. We're cool. It's 3-0 on Schwarber. The pitch. That's ball 4. Nowhere close. And coming up is not Gunnar Henderson. Two down. The tying run is on at first. There is a right-hander. Bizzardo is up for Team Venezuela. Not Gunnar is 0 for 1, and he takes a called strike. Not Gunnar. Going to be playing with the Cubs this season. The 0-1 pitch is high. 1 ball and 1 strike. If later in the ball game they bring out a lefty, they could pinch hit not Gunner for Gunner. The 1-1. Up and in, 2 balls and a strike. Is everybody enjoying my new nickname for the hitter at the plate right now? Folks, my coverage might be a little biased here on the Orioles BirdWatcher Channel. Shorebird first. The 2-1 pitch is fouled back. 2-2 on not Gunner. And the Venezuelan fans are making some noise. That was a shot of even worse Bunny. Here's a check on the base runner. Schwarber's back standing like he's going somewhere. Come on. What the hell was that for? 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Shorebird first. Not Gunnar Henderson at the plate. Pitch number 51 of the night from Eduardo Rodriguez is hit on the ground short. Tovar will underhand flip for the force play at second, and the inning is over. Not Gunnar is 0 for 2. We go to the 5th inning. Venezuela leads this one 1-0. Not Gunnar is now hitting in this series, or in this tournament, 154. Thank you, Not Gunnar.
Big buck, stop it all.
DeRosa, I'm sure, will explain the...
So it's not the best option, but it just is what it is.
Oh, he's already talking to Ken Rosenthal right now. What was that, Mark?
So it's not the best option, but it just is what it is.
Oh, well, thank you for that. For that in-depth explanation. I now understand the nuances. I understand the intricacies of a decision like this. You've put it in layman's terms that I can understand. Just one more time, please.
So it's not the best option, but it just is what it is.
I'll do the guys quickly just to forget this one.
I got to tell you. Charm City chat, not fans of Alex Bregman. I can't imagine why an Oriole Birdwatcher channel would be biased towards an Oriole. Shocking. What's next? Am I going to tell you Santa Claus is fake? First of all, who is spreading that kind of vicious rumor around? That is disgusting. Do you understand how tough it is to be Santa Claus? First of all, you have to be extremely limber, okay? We've learned this from watching spring training. You need a limber Santa in this day and age. You know, the population of the world just keeps going up, up, up. And, yeah. Did my game just freeze? Hell of timing here. Hella timing. Don't freeze on me now. Oh, come on. I think something just happened too, folks. This stinks. The timing stinks. Come on, get out of here. It's not even letting me minimize. Oh my God. There it goes. All right. McLean is still on the mound. Wilyer Abreu is up. The count is 0-1. McLean is still on the mound. And guess what's about to happen, folks? There it goes. Fly ball to center field and deep. Looking up is Buxton. It's on the batter's eye. It's 2-0 Venezuela.
Big buck, stop it all.
I know, everybody. I know. Don't act like I don't know. Boy. Boy. That was the 53rd pitch of the night from McLean. Next pitch to Sally Perez is up and in for ball one. Is somebody up? Show me somebody's up. There's a called strike on the inside edge. 2 runs on 4 hits now for Venezuela. No runs, just 1 hit. A single by Bryce Terang. This game is near half over, folks. So, asked about what the point was on keeping Nolan McLean out here for the 5th inning. Mark DeRosa said,
So it's not the best option, but it just is what it is.
Oh, okay. Makes sense. Let me guess. McLean needs to throw X amount of pitches in order to get his workload ready for the regular season. Is that it? It's 3-1 on Perez. Nobody out. A run already in. The 3-1 pitch, that would have been ball 4. Perez bailed him out, swung and fouled it away. Popped up by Perez. Center field, Buxton's there. He makes the catch. 1 away. All right. Here's Jackson Churio. He takes a cut at a sweeper and misses. Strike 1 to Churio. He's 0 for 1. Acuna due up next. 60 pitches now for McLean. Swing and a miss on a sweeper that broke out of the zone. Nice pitch there. It's 0-2. We also draft. Is there anybody the Orioles didn't draft? The Orioles had both of these pitchers starting tonight in their organization at some point. Sheesh. Well, I guess you're not technically in the organization if you're drafted but not signed. But, you know, we had our shot. There's a pop-up in shallow center. The second baseman, Terang, will make the catch on the outfield grass. And with 2 down, here comes DeRosa. Top of the order coming up. God, this just feels planned. You're going to go through the lineup twice. Nolan. That's the plan. Regardless of situation or effectiveness, I'm pulling you after going through the lineup twice. We've got a 2 out, nobody on, top of the 5th pitching change coming up, folks. 2-0 Venezuela. That's the end of the night for McLean. Call to the bullpen. McLean gave up 4 hits and a walk in 4 2/3. He struck out 4, gave up 2 earned runs. His ERA in this tournament is 5.87. We're going to Brad Keller? He's been garbage in this tournament. What? It's the final. We've got a stable of pitchers. We got like a dozen arms to choose from. Keller? Not only is he pitched like crap, he had an error as well. And a wild pitch, I remember. He gave runs away to Italy. I remember. Are you shitting me?
I apologize for Baltimore.
So it's not the best option, but it just is what it is.
I apologize for Baltimore.
McLean to Keller. Okay. Go ahead, dazzle me. Make me look stupid. I'll eat crow. I'll have a nice big old plate of crow. Go out there and shut him down, Brad. Go ahead. Let's go. Let's go. Here comes Keller. Acuna will come up to hit. He's one for one, a single and a walk. First pitch is low and in for ball one. Look at the big brain on Brad. Pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Okay, Witt, make that play. Whoa, look out. Harper kept his foot on the bag. Witt, that throw offline. Harper somehow. We should look at a replay of this. Last time Harper stretched out, he was not on the bag. They went right to commercial after that third out. No look at that. Close play, Harper with a long stretch to get that throw from Witt, and the inning is over. Keller gets the out. We go now to the bottom of the fifth. It is 2-0 Venezuela. How's everybody feeling? Yeah, it's not even the best Keller that the U.S. has to offer. We couldn't even get the right Keller. Hell, I'll take Helen Keller at this point. Oh, I forgot. Helen Keller's already managing. All right, folks, I'm going to step away for a sec. Do what you got to do. I don't frickin' know. I don't know what the hell's going on here. Be right back. Bow. Bow. Bow.
He met a strange friend in the
Folks, we're one like away from 50. 50. If you're watching right now, at least on the horizontal side, and you haven't hit that like button, if you hit it right now, you will get the likes up to 50. And everybody will be very, very happy about it.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
All right. Great. Here we go, folks. Bottom of the fifth. One hit through 5 innings. Hoagie, that's one hit through 4 innings to hit for us. Let's give him credit for not batting in the fifth yet. But one hit through 4, still pretty bad. Roman Anthony will come up to lead off for USA. Will Smith and Bryce Terang to follow. Eduardo Rodriguez, 51 pitches through the first 4. Out here for the fifth, and the first pitch to Anthony is in there, a strike. Fastball, knee high on the outside corner. Next offering is top of the zone, a little bit high. 1-1 the count. The 1-1 pitch off the plate, 2 balls and a strike. It looks like Bizzardo is back up. Yep, Bizzardo is doing more talking than throwing right now in the Venezuelan bullpen. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. A cutter. Erod taking a couple miles off the velo there. And Anthony out in front of it. It's 2-2. The 2-2. Low and away, full count. Same pitch as the last one. Anthony lays off this time. Here comes the payoff pitch to the leadoff batter. Hit on the ground is second. It's a few bounces, and Anthony is going to be retired. One away. Eduardo Rodriguez continues to baffle this USA lineup. Pop-ups and grounders. Pop-ups and grounders. Nobody can barrel him up. And is that going to be it for Eduardo Rodriguez? I can't believe it. Well, his teammates have got to be impressed. It should be a standing ovation here from the Venezuelan crowd. Eduardo Rodriguez is making his way off the field. Several of his teammates out of the dugout to embrace him. And yeah, this is what happens. You take a veteran pitcher who's been struggling on the backside of his career. You put him into a situation pitching for country in a game that has all the marbles, and you're going to get something better than normal out of the guy. That's how it goes. Edward Bizzardo will come on in relief with with one out in the fifth. 2 outs to play with for Team USA. Will Smith is due up next. That damn Loch Ness monster, I tell you what. Nessie. He's good when he's healthy and available. The problem is he's rarely healthy and available when he was in Detroit. He just disappeared from the team for weeks. Personal issues, supposedly. Are we talking about Eduardo Rodriguez? Well, the last 2 years with the Diamondbacks were much worse than his time with Detroit. His last season with Detroit was okay. Something like a 3.5 ERA. 14-9 record, I want to say, something like that. Pretty good stats, but ERA over 5 the last 2 seasons with the Diamondbacks. And he's on the wrong side of 30 now. Four in the third innings and just 1 hit, and you take him out after a job well done, or be DeRosa and only look at pitch count, not caring about the score outcome of the game. Oh boy, Phantom is... I've never seen Phantom like this. Oh my. Folks. That's interesting. Bizzardo holds the glove up to his right ear when looking into the catcher before deciding on a pitch. What a strange ritual before every pitch. It's like he's listening to a conch shell. Do you hear ocean waves in there? That pitch is up and away. 1 ball, 1 strike to Will Smith. Maybe he's listening to BW's call through the glove. The 1-1. Fouled back. Or maybe it's, just to help him hear a little better. Block out all the noise in the crowd. That pitch is very high. It's 2-2 on Will Smith. 1 out, nobody on. We're in the bottom of the 5th. The U.S. have only gotten 1 base runner. Nope, make that 2 base runners. 1 walk and 1 single off of Venezuelan pitching so far tonight, which has mainly been Eduardo Rodriguez. Bizzardo facing his first batter right now, and the count is 2-2 now on Smith. Here comes the pitch. Right in there. What's Smith looking for? Called strike 3, 2 down. Yeah, that pitch had movement on it, but it was in the zone the whole time. If Smith didn't like it, he should have been ready to just fight it off and wait for another pitch. 2 away for Terang. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 96 on a sinker from Bizzardo. Terang's got the only hit for Team USA. A single back in the 3rd. That pitch low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pizzardo's 1-1 pitch. That's in there, a sinker. Started on the inside corner, tailed back over the middle. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And with 2 strikes and 2 down, the Venezuelan fans, with the players urging them on, are making noise. Here's a foul ball. We'll do it again at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Team USA not showing a whole lot of chutzpah. Get Gunnar in the goddamn game. One ball, 2 strikes on Terang. 2 down, nobody on in the bottom of the 5th. 2-0 Venezuela. The pitch, that's low, 2-2. Pizzardo's got the very high socks on, above the knee. He's going way up there. 2-2 pitch, hit on the ground at second base, right to him. And Terang is retired. That is 5 innings of the U.S. team getting shut down on 1 single and 1 walk. Pizzardo gets the job done in relief of Eduardo Rodriguez. We move to the 6th inning of a final. The U.S. has 1 hit, 1 single. Needless to say, this isn't going to get the job done. We need more, folks. Phantom wants to see Gunnar pinch hit for Not Gunnar. Yep, Not Gunnar. Going to be due up about 5 batters from now or so. We'll see what happens next time Not Gunnar comes up. Not everybody's new. My new nickname is catching on. Yeah, you know, that is a common philosophy, a common shared thought that when you don't score, it's tough to win. It's true. Hey, maybe we'll get to a penalty shootout. What is this? Is this a World Cup ad? It's kind of interesting. AI'd out to death. Right, yeah. World Cup coming to Fox. All right. Well, these guys are drunk. Good for them. I like the energy. All right, we have a new... no, we don't. It's Keller back out here. Why not? Keller got the final out in the 5th inning. It's going to be 3-4-5 due up for Venezuela. Arise, Suarez, and Torres. DeRosa and Andy Pettit are talking. All right. I'm sorry. It's 2-3-4 due up. I apologize. Michael Garcia, Luis Ariz, and Gino Suarez coming up here. If anybody gets on, we'll see Gleyber Torres. There's a righty up in the Venezuela bullpen. I don't have a name. This pitch is hit in the air by Michael Garcia towards center field and shallow. Buxton jogging in to make the catch. All right, decent job by Keller so far. He's gotten an out in 2 different innings on 4 pitches. Luis Ariz is up next. He's 0 for 2. Check swing. It looks like he went. They appeal. Well, nope, he didn't go. My mistake. 1-0 on a rise. Pitch. Popped up. Again, that's what you want a rise to do. That'll be an easy pop-up to shallow center for Buxton for the second out. So 3 outs acquired by Keller on 9 pitches. Excuse me, 6 pitches, 3 outs. So far, so good. Venezuela's making quick outs. The U.S. have got to get it together, man. 3 more innings to come up to hit. And I would think Danny Palencia will be in there for the 9th for Venezuela. You don't want to wait for him to try to come back. 0-1 pitch to Gino Suarez is fouled away. Third base side, 0-2. 2 down, 2 strikes on the batter. The bases are empty. Keller looking for a quick inning of work here. Get the U.S. back up to hit. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball called. Strike 3. Okay, Keller, you did your job, buddy.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Hit the bricks, pal. You're done.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Well, I say when you gotta go, you gotta go.
How about this? Peace, love, dope. Now get the hell out of here.
We go to the bottom of the 6th. Venezuela lead it 2-0. Folks, I know we're not happy with McLean getting the call to start. I know we wanted to see him leave the game sooner than he did, and I know when they announced Brad Keller, none of us were very happy about that. But, folks, honestly, you really can't complain about the pitching. 6 innings, 2 runs given up by U.S. pitching. It's on these hitters, folks. They need to provide some run support. You can't really complain about 2 runs through 6 innings. You need to score. Pete Crow Armstrong is the first replacement. He is now in the game. He is going to pinch hit for Byron Buxton. And it looks like they're going to go to Jose Buto for Team Venezuela on the mound for this next bottom of the 6th inning coming up. So changes are beginning to be made. Pete Crow Armstrong is going to pinch hit. He's hitting .294 in the series. Buxton 0 for 1 and 0 for the series. That's it for Buxton in this series. He will go hitless. I keep saying series. Got to say tournament or classic at least. A series is playing the same team more than once. And we're not doing that. Get it together, BW. Okay, Jose Buto. This is his 5th appearance in the Classic. He has not given up a run. Pete Crow Armstrong in the pinch hit for Buxton to lead off the bottom of the 6th. It's the top of the order after that. Bobby Witt and Bryce Harper. Pete Crow Armstrong had a 2-homer game in the loss to Italy. Excuse me. Right now, though, the U.S. need to do more than just hit a solo home run. They need to put a rally together. First pitch from Buto, top of the zone for a strike at 95. According to Juan Soto, not Gunner, bribed DeRosa to play tonight. Now, how am I supposed to believe a claim like that? Why would Juan Soto, how would he know? I can't believe this claim. The count is 1-1 on Crow Armstrong. It might just be a humorous joke claim. Popped up PCA to left field. And coming back is Abreu after moving to his right. He came back to his left a little. He makes the catch. 1 down in the 6th inning. Top of the order for Witt. Phantom believes you. Bregman bribed? Like, what kind of a bribe? Here's a called strike to Bobby Witt. He's 0 for 2. Will Vest, who was added to the roster before the semifinal from Detroit's bullpen, is getting loose for us right now. 0-1 pitch. Oof, that was close. Call goes our way. 1-1 on Bobby Witt. Oh. Gotcha. 1-1 pitch. Fouled back? No, it's popped up. On the grass on the foul side, now on the warning track. Luis Arise, the first baseman, catches the foul pop-up. And Bobby Witt Jr. is gone. He is getting quieter and quieter. 0 for 3 tonight, and his average in the tournament is now down to 250. On the next Orioles broadcast, can you give your 26-man roster prediction? I could there, Charm City. I could. I think there's only one sort of spot to guess on when it comes to the position players. The rotation is set. So really, we're talking about probably 3 spots in the bullpen that are kind of up for grabs. Those are the only real sort of predictions to make. Who's going to make it out of the bullpen? The count is 2-0 on Bryce Harper. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Harper is 0 for 2. His average in this tournament is down to 150. He's due. He's got a hitter's count. The 2-0. That's low, ball 3. Well, get on base. Any way you can. Get that tying run up. You got Judge on deck with 2 down. Just get on base. Here comes the 3-0. Take it. He does, and it's a called strike to Harper. 3-1. Just get Judge to the plate in this inning. Give us a chance to tie this thing. Here comes the 3-1. That's a line drive. Base hit in the right field. Harper will put on the brakes at first. A solid line drive, base hit to right. Just the second hit of the night for Team USA. And here comes the Judge. Folks, come on. I hate doing it for this guy, but we got to do what we got to do, don't we, folks? It is what it is. The pitch is low for ball 1. Folks, I don't want to root on Judge, but...
So it's not the best option, but it just is what it is.
It just is what it is.
Just forget this one.
1-0 on Judge. Harper at first, 2 down. We're in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch. Oh, it's low. I got worried because my screen froze there mid-pitch, but only for a split second. 2-0 on Judge. He's got a hitter's count. We're going to have a mound meeting now for Venezuela. You know what, folks? I think now's a good time to take the information away from you. Away! I know it's been ahead. No spoilers right now. You want to know what's happening? We're in the bottom of the 6th. Venezuela lead at 2-0. USA is at the plate with 2 down and a runner at first. Aaron Judge is the batter. The count on him is 2 balls and no strikes. If he hits a long ball, we're tied. If he hits one in the gap, we cut the lead in half. We need something. Here comes the 2-0. That is in there all the way for a strike from Buto. Two balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Lays off ball 3. That one's low. A slider from Buto. Judge with a 3-1 count. Schwarber is on deck. Okay, so that practice of putting the mitt to the ear, that is to hear the pitch comm call. The 3-1. Oh, come on. Don't freeze on me. Right down the middle. Judge took it. Full count. The runner at first, Harper, will be off on this pitch. This crowd is going berserk. And it's hard to tell who's making the noise. I think it's everybody for different reasons. Full count, 2 outs. The pitch to Judge. Swung on, grounded right to third. Garcia should have a routine play. He does. And Venezuela work out of it. Man, is Buto pumped. He just retired Judge in a big spot. Venezuela hold on to their 2-0 lead. I'll bring back the info screen for you, folks. The information you don't want to see. We're moving on now to the late innings. 7th inning coming up. It's 2-0 Venezuela. Folks, I think it's about time to check in on the phone here.
You never heard of Baltimore style?
This is great iced tea.
Coming up on the 9 a.m. hour out here in Thailand. So it should be coming up on the 10 o'clock hour. Folks, we might not get there tonight. I didn't think I was overstepping by saying that tonight it would happen. If I got 1,000 less viewers than I've been averaging for these other these other World Baseball Classic games, I would have gotten there. But right now, we're still about 2,500 short. I don't think we're going to get there. I think we're going to come up about 500 short. Or, you know, there might be some people watching later. Usually a few hundred more get added on. Oh, boy. I wanted to celebrate it on a big night like tonight. What am I supposed to do? Celebrate it tomorrow in a spring day game in the middle of the week? With like 8 people in the room? Oh, man. We're getting there, folks. We're getting there. Gunnar Henderson should be the team captain. I don't know about that, Chowa. I don't know if Gunnar is the kind of person worthy of calling a captain for the Orioles. That's not a knock on Gunnar. Some people are leaders and some just do it with, you know, their play. I think Gunnar is a guy that, you know, does what he can for the team on the field with his play. I don't think he's a leader. I don't think Gunnar's really shown that. You know, last season when Santander left, I feel like they were asking Gunnar to become that guy, and I feel like that was part of our problem last year. Didn't really come off like that guy, you know? A lot of complaining with the ump on pitches that he didn't like called his way and stuff. It's just... I love Gunnar. Don't get me wrong, folks. You know I do. Will Vest is on in relief. We're in the top of the 7th inning, and the first pitch is a check swing, and it's a strike. Oh, 1 pitch is swung on and missed. Didn't it come out that he was injured all last year? Yeah, he was dealing with an injury. Other players were as well, but that has zero effect on a person's ability to be a leader for their team. It doesn't change how you maybe overreact a little bit childishly to a called strike, and you look at the replay and it was a strike, but Gunnar's complaining. That's not that has nothing to do with an injury. It's 1-2 on Gleyber Torres. Swing and a miss. Vest strikes him out with a slider. Folks, there you go. Gleyber Torres waves at one. No chance. 1 down. Here is Ezekiel Tovar. 1 for 2. Looks at a slider top of the zone for a strike. I thought Tovar was a switch hitter, but clearly I'm wrong. That pitch inside, and the count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. I must be thinking about Perdomo from the Dominican Republic. The 1-1 pitch. That's a line drive into left center field, a base hit. A true liner off the bat of Tovar. A 1-out single for Team Venezuela. Wilyer Abreu hit a home run his last time up, is due next. It's getting hairy, folks. We're late. We can't afford to give up any more runs. Right now, we're still within a bloop and a blast. That's manageable. Although, based on the lack of offense tonight, it still seems like a giant hill. This 2-run deficit right now, but cannot afford to give up more. It's 1-0 on Abreu. That's low, 2-0. Tovar has base stealing potential in him. He's over at first. Not sure they'd send him on 2-0, but maybe if it gets to 2-1, they'd check on him, and Tovar's back in there. Crowd booing the check. I love it. 2 balls, no strikes on Wilyer Abreu. Tovar dancing off the first base bag. It's fouled back on 2-0. 2-1. Salvador Perez is on deck. The 2-1 is fouled away. Hey, you know what I could do? We're going to raid JJ's channel between innings because he raided my channel, and I feel like I should pay him back. I need to grab his link, though. I am looking for it right now. All right, 2 balls, 2 strikes on Abreu. The pitch is a check swing, and it's a little roller to third base. They throw to first in time. U.S. gets the second out. Abreu with an excuse me swing. Runner at first moves up to second. Tovar with 2 down in the inning. On a check swing roller to third base. Here comes Sally Perez. He scored one of the 2 runs tonight, coming in on a sac fly off the bat of Michael Garcia. Sally's also, well, that's it. He's 1 for 2. He flew out to center his other time up. Here's a swing and a ground ball just fouled down the third base line. Oh, my. Sally nearly found fair down the left field line on that first pitch. That would have made it 3-0. Oh, you got the link ready, Phantom? Thanks. I was about to drop it in myself, but if you don't mind, when I give you the go-ahead, we'll run over there. Folks, when I give you the heads up, hit the link we put up here between innings and head on over with me to say hi to JJ. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2 on Perez. 1 more strike for Will Vest to get out of this inning. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, top of the 7th. Looks like Angel Zerpa's getting loose. Here's a pop-up to right. Judge coming in, and in shallow right field, makes the catch. The inning is over. Phantom popped that link in there. We are going 7th inning stretch time, folks. Put some cakes on the griddle.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
All right, join me. We're going over to JJ. It's a BW raid, folks. BW raid. Type it into his chat. Type it in. I'm over there right now. Let's go. You can see me over there right now in JJ's chat. There's Phantom. Let's see if JJ takes note. JJ is crushing it over there. He's got 4 dislikes for some reason, but he's over 130 likes. He's got 178 people watching. He is crushing it over there. And he might be the reason why I'm not going to get the 1 million tonight. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Yeah, we're going to come up short. JJ took my audience. You rat bastard. Let's see if he says anything.
You know, it feels odd to me.
What's that?
I don't really know how else to describe it, but I've been so locked in. I've been enjoying these games so much, and I've literally had the best time that I've ever had streaming over these last 12 days. I'm not kidding. I really mean that. Getting up at 6 a.m., I would do it again.
JJ, try my schedule, bud. Oh, my. JJ getting up at 6 a.m., folks. All right, dude. I see. You are... how can I... Folks, for me, it's a pleasure to be able to wake up at 6 a.m. to call a game. It's way better than 1 a.m. or 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. All right. Hey, folks, thanks for going over and talking to JJ there for a sec.
Really isn't. Doing the 5 a.m. games. It's not work.
Not work?
Angel Zerpa is going to go out there to pitch.
All right. As JJ put it, Zerpa is on now, a lefty for Venezuela. To begin the bottom of the 7th inning, it'll be Kyle Schwarber. And I guess they're going to stick with not Gunner because they brought out a lefty here. They're going to keep Gunner out of this game. I think they brought in a lefty just to keep Gunner from coming up. How about that? 0-1 pitch. That one is a little bit off the plate. Check swing. He didn't go. 1 ball, 1 strike on Schwarber. 2-0 Venezuela. We're in the bottom of the 7th. The U.S. cannot get the offense going yet. 1-1. Called strike 2. And every time now a Venezuelan pitcher gets a USA batter to 2 strikes, the crowd is raising the decibel level at the ballpark. Lots of noise. Here comes the 1-2. Oof. Oof. Very close. It was off the plate by an inch or two, but with no ABS system here, it wouldn't have been a surprise to see that called strike 3. It's 2-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Zerpa with a sinker. Might have been slightly foul tipped by Schwarber, but he strikes out. 1 down. Here comes not Gunner. Not Gunner is 0 for 2. First pitch is inside. 97 on a sinker. The eye black under the eyes of not Gunner is starting to fade away. Needs some fresh paint. The 1-0. Top of the zone called a strike. Zerpa hits his spot. It's 1-1 on... All right, I'll say his name once. Alex Bregman at the plate. DeRosa looks like he's constipated. That's top of the zone. Wow, that went our way. That could have been called a strike. Instead, it's ball 2. 2-1 on not Gunner. Target in the middle of the zone. The pitch is outside. A slider. 3-1. Hitters count. And you've got the matchup you want, Mr. Not Gunner. A lefty versus you. The 3-1 pitch. Hit on the ground to third base. Gobbled up by Garcia. Throw across the diamond is in time. 2 away. Not Gunner is 0 for 3.
Big buck. Stop it all.
Part of the other reason for the lower than expected turnout for tonight's event might be the fact that I left Gunnar Henderson in the thumbnail. People might have looked at that and said, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. Gunner's not even in the lineup. Well, he should be. Roman Anthony looks at strike 1. 2 down, nobody on in the bottom of the 7. Zerpa's next pitch is inside. It goes to the backstop. Anthony is 0 for 2 tonight. So is a lot of this lineup. 0 for 3, 0 for 2. Check swing. Where was that? I tell you what, the ump is doing everything he can. Zerpa. That's another borderline pitch that he doesn't get. It's 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1. That's off the plate by half a foot. Anthony with a hitter's count. Come on. If he can get on base, Will Smith will come up next. Followed by a couple of lefties. The pitch. Inside, ball 4. Okay, Roman Anthony's drawn a walk.
I'm walking here.
The U.S. gets a runner on base, and that's it for Zerpa. There are a couple lefties coming up after Will Smith, but it looks like with 2 down, Venezuela want to get a righty out here to close the door on Will Smith. Zerpa exits, giving up 1 walk, and there's a base runner on there, his responsibility. He got 2 outs, 1 by strikeout. Machado is going to be the next pitcher to come on for Venezuela. Machado. I know, folks. Where is Gunner? I'm going to type in Jay's chat. Anyone seen Gunnar Henderson around? Hello. JJ's got over 200 people watching. He is killing me. Wow. It is a 4-1. It is a 4-1 ratio right now. 200 to 50. Ouch. On JJ. Share a little love. Well, I tell you one thing, I will be happy to never see this ad for this biblical mini-series with Minnie Driver. This is only the 89th time I've seen this ad. The Faithful Women of the Bible. Well, that sounds right up my alley. Yeah, I'll catch that right after I watch Human Centipede 2. All right, here's Will Smith. And he takes a swing at a pitch that nearly hit him and fouls it away. 0-1 on Smith. 2 down, runner at first. Machado has not given up a run in this tournament. I don't know how much he's pitched, but his ERA is at 0. 0-1 pitch. That's in there. Strike 2. 2 quick strikes. 2 down in the inning. And that first pitch, he swung. He didn't foul it. The ball hit him. Unbelievable. The 0-2 to Will Smith popped up. Second base going toward the foul line into foul ground. The catch is made by new second baseman, defensive replacement, Andres Jimenez, Gold Glove Award winner out there. He catches the final out here in the 7th with Gleyber Torres having made way for a defensive upgrade. On to the 8th inning. The U.S. have 6 outs to play with. They're down a pair of runs, and they have amassed just 2 singles in this game. 2 singles and 2 walks. About 1 base runner every 2 innings, and nobody doing anything more than 1 base at a time. I mean, this is rough. Hey, folks, what do you say we get the like count up to 60? We're in the high 50s right now on the horizontal side. Everybody's doing great tonight. Good stuff. Perhaps if we had a more enjoyable game to be watching up to this point, I could maybe suggest folks signing up for a Magic membership or maybe even a super chat. But I get it. Things are rough. Things are tough all over. So we're about halfway to the 4,000 people now that I needed tonight, but we're way more than halfway through this game. How embarrassing. I told everybody it's happening tonight. Where did I blow it? My thumbnail? Hashtags? Who knows? 4 1/3 innings of scoreless ball from Machado here in the tournament. 5th appearance. Thanks, Phantom. Venezuela appear to be having fun in their dugout. I don't see any such fun being had from Team USA. They're playing tight, and they're not having any fun. Not looking good right now, folks. Not looking good. Jackson Chourio is going to lead it off, and then it's to the top of the order. Griffin Jacks is on in relief now for Team USA, right-hander from Minnesota. Or did he move to Tampa now, I guess? That's a called strike. Jacks gets ahead of Chourio, 0-1. There's a swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes on Chourio. He's 0 for 2. Swing and a miss. 3 pitches and a strikeout for Jacks.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
All right, top of the order. It is Acuna. Acuna 1 for 2. First pitch. That is outside for ball 1. He gone. That's a good Hawk Harrelson impression there, Carl. Here's a little ball chopped towards short, and Witt will throw on the run to get Acuna. 2 down in the 8th. Jax gets 2 outs on 5 pitches. Michael Garcia coming up. Garcia had that sac fly to drive in one of the 2 runs tonight for Venezuela. He's also had a few plays at third base, and he's made them all. First pitch strike from Griffin Jax at 97 on a fastball. We haven't even moved the sub count to 3780. Holy cow, man. I am so bad. I don't get it. Why am I so bad at this? Low and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. I'm at a loss, folks. 1-1 the count. The pitch pops straight up behind the plate. Smith takes the mask off. He's on the track. He's got just enough room to make the catch and end the inning. Folks, we're going to the bottom of the 8th. The U.S. have just 2 hits. They're down 2 runs. Terang, Crow Armstrong, and Witt Jr. are due up. We're going to take a break. Folks, whatever you can do to help out the channel at this point, I will take it, man. It is not going as planned. I'll be right back.
He met a strange friend in the Chesapeake Bay when Monday the Monster...
Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
Bacon! Bacon! Where's the bacon? I smell bacon! 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 Gotta be bacon! Only one thing smells like bacon! That's bacon! 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 There! From that bag! What's it say? I can't read! Please! Please! Give me what's in the bag! Chewy, yummy, smoky bacon!
There you go.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. No, 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 no. It's bacon!
No, it's Bacon Strips, brand dog snack from Purina. Bacon Strips. Dogs don't know it's not bacon.
It's bacon!
Ante up and kick in like men. Like men! Ante up and kick in like men. Like men!
Drop the big one.
What? Over? Did you say over? Nothing is over until we decide it is.
That's right! We can't have anyone freak out there, okay? We've got to keep our composure. We've come too far. There's too much to lose. We've got to keep our composure.
All right, folks. 2 innings left in this World Baseball Classic, barring extra innings. Not even 2. 1.5. We're in the bottom of the 8th. 2 hits, 2 singles is all the U.S. could muster so far tonight off Venezuelan pitching. Andres Machado will continue to go for Venezuela to face Bryce Terang. Terang's got one of the 2 hits, and he takes a called strike at 98. Machado's been closing in Japan the last few years. This one's fouled away. It's 0-2. Venezuela is just getting ahead of batters. Swing and a miss. See you later. Good grief. Terang down on 3 pitches. A changeup by Machado. 1 down, 5 outs left. And Gunnar just sitting on the bench. Good grief. Popped up by Crow Armstrong, out of play foul, strike one. I tell you what, if this game ends like this and Gunnar doesn't get in there, I hope he returns to our team with a chip on his shoulder that he's going to carry through the whole season and just terrorize every pitcher he goes up against. 0-1 on Crow Armstrong. The pitch. That one's grounded on second base. A flip underhand to first is in time. PCA's gone quickly. We're down to 4 outs. Venezuela still has what's his face to close. The Cub guy. Who is he? I can't. Why am I sleeping on his name? Bobby Witt Jr. is 0 for 3. And a first pitch is a beauty, but Machado does not get the call. Knee high on the outside corner. It's called ball 1. We've had, Palencia. Thank you, Bam. Palencia, I would assume, would come out for the 9th with the score the way it is. Pitch inside to Witt. It's 2-0. You don't think it'll be Palencia? Why? Because he pitched the night before, or 2 nights ago? 2-0. That's outside. 3-0. Okay, we need a base runner. No marbles. Oh, you're asking, does DeRosa have the guts to pinch hit Gunnar for Witt? No. Because unless Gunnar produced, he'd never hear the end of that. Hey, Witt just drew ball 4. Witt just drew ball 4. And folks, it's the 8th inning. Even if you only get 1 run here, get Witt to second base. There's 2 out. Come on.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
My cigarette went out. There's a mound meeting for Venezuela. The infield is in. Bryce Harper, the batter due up. What this does is make Bregman, if Harper makes the final out here, we hope he doesn't, but if he does, Bregman's spot would come up 3rd in the 9th. All right, mound meeting over. Here we go. First pitch to Harper is low for ball 1. Change up by Machado. One-0 pitch. That ball's driven out to center field and deep. Keep going. The center fielder's going to watch it fly out of here. It's a game-tying 2-run homer for Bryce Harper. The U.S. are back and better than ever. We're tied up.
It's magic, you know.
Folks, the Bryce is right. The Bryce is right. We're tied at 2. Harper coming in clutch. And Team America has finally woken up. Let's go. Folks. Oh, I need to refresh the stupid game. What a time. What a time to have to refresh. No. Aaron Judge is coming up and I can't see. Judge looks at, that looked like a strike. It's called ball one. I don't believe it. This ump. What's going on, folks? I'm paying attention. Great for Harper to get us back tied. The count is 1-0 on Judge. The pitch from Machado is fouled at the plate. It got a piece of Perez. Bryce Harper knew it right off the bat. That ball had to go 430 or something. Absolutely crushed. How far did that one fly, folks? Let's see if I can find out. How about 432? I was off by 2 feet. 1-1 the count on Aaron Judge. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. This place is going berserk. And Perez is going to jog out to talk to Machado. The crowd goes from cheering to groaning. Sally works his way back toward the plate after a brief little meeting with Machado. The count is a ball and 2 strikes on Aaron Judge. The bases are empty. We're tied at 2. A 2-run bomb with 2 down from Bryce Harper here in the 8th to tie it up. Here's the pitch. Bottom of the zone called, strike 3, and Judge is standing there in disbelief. Judge is rung up. The inning is over, but Bryce Harper saves our bacon. We start over, folks. We are going to the 9th inning of the World Baseball Classic Final, tied at 2 apiece. My, oh my. 432 feet. I guessed 430. My bad. All right. Folks, we're back in it. And if Gunnar isn't coming up for Bregman's spot, if there's a righty out there, then hot damn, I'm going to raise holy hell. Get Gunnar in the game. Dude, if Gunnar pinch hit, walk off. If Gunnar pinch hit, walked off. Oh my goodness, if Gunnar pinch hit and walked off. Oh my God. Could it happen? Garrett Whitlock is going to come in. This guy has been unhittable so far in this tournament. This is my second best option in the pen in my humble view after Mason Miller. I think it's the right guy to go to here. Famous last words. It's the 3-4-5 batters due up for Venezuela. Luis Ariz, Gino Suarez, and then Andres Jimenez, who's now at second base for Gleyber Torres. All right, Jennifer Garner. Shut up. Come on, let's go. All right, here we go. Top of the 9th inning, tied at 2 in the WBC final. Garrett Whitlock is on in relief of Griffin Jacks. In 3 appearances, he is not allowed a run. He hasn't allowed much of anything. Luis Ariz. He's been held in check tonight, and first pitch is low and in for ball 1. A 2-time batting title champ, Luis Arraez, up here to lead things off. The 1-0. That's a call. Oh, it's upstairs. It's 2-0. Woo, 2-0 to the leadoff hitter. The pitch. There's a strike. Michael, we're going to maybe go to the hat for the bottom of the ninth. Two-one pitch. That's high. Ball 3. Don't choose now to start sucking, Whitlock. Get it together. You cannot walk the leadoff man. Not in this spot. The pitch. Outside corner, and it's not a strike. It's ball 4. Borderline pitch. I feel like that's been called a strike tonight at a time or two. It's a leadoff walk to Arraez. I wonder if they'll pinch run for him. They should. And they will. Javier Sinoja is pinch running for Arraez. That's the right move. Sinoja with speed over at first. That is the go-ahead run, potential winning run with nobody out for Venezuela. Here's Gino Suarez. First pitch is outside, not close. That will prompt a visit from Will Smith, the catcher. Whitlock fell behind Arraez and now 1-0 on Gino Suarez. Suarez is 0 for 3. Oh, folks, I'm all tensed up. I'm sitting here clutching. I got my arms wrapped around. My legs are crossed. Everything. I am like in the fetal position, but in a chair. That is a check on Sinoja at first. He's back. Right-hander up. Is that Rogers? He looks lanky. Looks like Tyler Rogers up there getting loose. The 1-0 from Whitlock. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Sinker. Above the zone. He gets the chase. It's 1-1. The next pitch. There goes the runner. Throw down is... Oh, it's there. Terang with a snow cone grab of the throw from the catcher. Swipe tag. Apparently not in time. The U.S. want a check, and they say they want a replay. Might we have gotten this tag in? Hopefully we did. Credit to Terang for holding on to this ball. It nearly popped out of his glove. Oh, I think he's going to be safe. Witt did well to keep the glove applied to the leg of Sinoja, which had a chance to come off the bag, but I never saw it come off. But at this stage of the game, the U.S. feel like this is worth challenging. I don't think they're going to overturn it, though. The foot, ooh, I mean, it is bang, bang, folks, even in slow-mo. But I don't see the foot off the bag, and they need evidence to overturn this call that I don't think they have. That angle looks even worse for Team USA. I think this call is going to stand. We're about to get the call. The ruling on the field stands. Sinoja is safe. The go-ahead run for Venezuela is at second base with nobody out. Gino Suarez with a count of 2 balls and a strike. DeRosa, do you got any ideas, buddy? 2-1 on Suarez with that straight up and down stance of his. Swing and a miss. Oh, a changeup from Whitlock had Suarez fooled. 2-2. Man, we need a strikeout here. Anything to keep that runner from getting a third with only one out. The pitch popped up. It's out of play. You want a ground ball on the left side? You want a strikeout? You want to pop up shallow somewhere? Two balls, two strikes. The pitch from Whitlock is way high, full count. Easy to lay off. Too easy. God, just looking at DeRosa is sickening. That ball's hit out to left center field. It could split the outfielders, and it does. Sanoja will score easily. It is an RBI double from Gino Suarez, and Venezuela have taken the lead in the ninth, 3-2. There are scenes here at the ballpark in Miami. And yeah, you put Sanoja in there to pinch run. He came around to score easily. Suarez with a pitch away, still able to pull it into the gap in left center field. Pitch tracker got stuck on the screen. Well, at this stage of the game, folks, it's probably best to not be spoiled. We got a bunt attempt by Jimenez. He pulls the bat back, but it's called a strike. There's still nobody out here in the top of the ninth. Venezuela is ahead now 3-2 with a runner at second. Jimenez is 1 for 8 in this tournament. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, 0-2. So Whitlock gives up his first run of this tournament. He looked so good before this inning here tonight. The 0-2 to Jimenez. That one somehow got a piece. Fouls it off to the right. That pitch looked like it was headed for the dirt. Gino Suarez is at second base after a go-ahead RBI double. The 0-2 pitch. Another one fought off way out of the zone. And Jimenez playing pepper here. Another 0-2 and another foul ball on the pitch out of the zone. Whitlock with an 0-2 count, trying to get a chase. Throwing pitches, breaking off the plate one way or another, but Jimenez is making it difficult. He's fouling every pitch off. Here's the next one. Another foul ball. Still 0-2. Do we have another guy ready to go? There's nobody out in this inning. The pitch. That's high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Next pitch will be the 8th of this at-bat. Pitch number 20 from Whitlock in the inning. Here it comes. Popped up. Shallow left. Anthony is there. He's got it. That's the first out, and Suarez has to stand there frozen at second base. Too shallow to go anywhere. And here comes DeRosa. That's it for Whitlock. Whitlock looks disappointed as he hands the baseball off and departs. All right, folks, I'll go ahead and refresh the in-game information for you, but I might be taking it off the screen once we come back. from this commercial break. Venezuela have taken the lead here in the top of the ninth. It's 3-2, 1 out, and a pitching change. Tyler Rogers going to come into the ball game. He's made one other appearance in this series. He faced one batter, and he got a double play ball to get out of a jam against Dominican Republic, right? Looks like he'll be asked to get 2 outs here. Ezekiel Tovar will be due up next. Then Wilyer Abreu. Hey, folks, if you're watching and you're new to the channel and you've not yet subscribed to this channel, I'm going to take this opportunity to ask that you think about doing it. It's easy. It's free. It helps the channel grow, and it makes it easier for you to find for a future event. There's a subscribe button right at the bottom of your screen, folks. You tap it. You're a part of the BirdWatcher community. Folks, maybe we will get there. We are now 1,400 views away from 1 million. 1,400 views away from 1 million. And if this thing can continue to, if we can tie it up, let's go extras, folks. Gunnar Henderson better be coming up next inning. What the hell is this? Okay, that's just gross. That ad was despicable. All right, Tyler Rogers. Pitched for the Mets and the Giants last year. Submariner. Here he goes. First pitch is up. Would have been a strike at the top of the zone, but it's outside. To Ezekiel Tovar. Tovar has got 2 hits already tonight. That's a called strike on the outside edge. 1-1 on Tovar. The next pitch pops straight up. Second base, and the runner was off. Terang is going to be able to get... Oh, Suarez gets back to second. Okay. Apparently Suarez on that pop-up way off the bag, but that ball hit so far up in the air, he had time to get back. Yeah, he was all the way to third. He had slid into third base and had time to get back to second on that pop-up. So 2 down in the inning. And the batter now, Wilyer Abreu. Abreu has a home run tonight. He's also a left-handed bat. You got the right-handed Perez on deck, and you got a base open. You don't have to give in to Abreu here. Not that Sally Perez is an automatic out. But Rogers, ground ball pitcher. If Sally hits one on the ground, small chance of beating out. The umpire are reviewing something. The umpires are reviewing something. Anybody have an idea what? So Gino went to third. Is this a case of not touching the third base bag on his way back? It looks like he just grazed it with his left foot. I think that's what they're looking at. Because he went past the third base bag, but he does graze it. There's nothing going on here. Everything they're reviewing will be upheld. Okay, that was the situation. They were checking to make sure Gino Suarez... Thank you, Phantom. I was on top of it. 2 down, runner at second. Here's Abreu. And again, base open, right-handed hitter on deck. And the guy up right now has got a home run tonight, and they're going to put him on. They are going to put him on. I don't hate the move, But again, it's not automatically going to work. You've got a very seasoned veteran hitter up here, Sally Perez. I mean, this guy was on the Royals team that won the World Series a decade ago. He's been there. He's done that. And Rogers is going to have to get him out. 2 down, first and second for Venezuela. All right, here we go. First pitch. Check swing. He went around, it looked like. They appealed. No, he didn't go. Okay. 1-0 on Perez. Rogers delivers again. That ball's lifted to left field. It's going to hang up there for Roman Anthony, though. Boy, that looked like trouble off the bat. Anthony makes the catch. The inning is over. 2 runners stranded for Venezuela, but they take the lead. They take the lead on an RBI double by Gino Suarez. We go to the bottom of the 9th of the WBC final. The U.S. are coming up down 1 run. Looks like is it Schwarber? Not Gunnar, and then Anthony coming up. Schwarber, not Gunnar, and Anthony are due up, folks. One run to keep it going. 2 runs to walk away champions. No runs, and we will all be quite upset. What kind of final? I'll tell you this. I don't think anybody had... Did anybody have 4-3 as their guess for the final of this game? If the U.S. were to come back? I don't think anybody had that guess. All right, folks. Bottom of the 9th inning. This dude is such a weirdo. All right. Well, that comment is really going to get you going places. Thanks for the observation. And he lives in Thailand. Oh, so you know about me, do you, Doug? We know what to do with Doug, folks. Hey, Doug, sorry you couldn't hang out for the rest of the game. See you later. Daniel Palencia is on to get the final 3 outs for Venezuela. As if me living... Folks, I'm totally upfront about it. Yes, I live in Thailand. What of it? This is World Baseball Classic. I'm calling the World Baseball Classic... And somehow me being in Thailand to Doug is some kind of strike against me. It's World Baseball, you stupid ass. Here goes Palencia. Gunnar Henderson is on deck. Schwarber is up. First pitch. That is high for ball 1. Folks, we are going scoreboard dark at this part of the ball game. Schwarber with a ground ball foul off to the left. No info for you. No info, no peeking. Whoops, that's me. Listen to BW. You'll be okay. 1-1 on Schwarber, leading off the bottom of the 9th. He's 0 for 2. The pitch. Swing and a miss. A splitter. Top of the zone. That fooled Schwarber, and I think he's going to ask for time. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hello, Venezuelan ladies. The 1-2 pitch. Way up and away, 2-2. Easy for Schwarber to not worry about that one. Folks, we need a Schwarber bomb. If there's a guy you can count on to deliver a long ball, it's this dude. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. A four-seamer rising at 98. Schwarber strikes out, folks. Gunnar, save us, Henderson is coming up.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
Come on, Gunnar. Come on, Gunnar. Show DeRosa why he's a fool.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
Charm City Chat. It's time for you know what. Where is it? Just in time. All right. Gunnar's hitting .429 in the tournament. Here comes the first pitch. Upstairs for ball one. Folks. Base is empty, one out in the bottom of the ninth. Gunnar at the plate. We're down a run. The 1-0. Popped straight up on the infield. Garcia, the third baseman, makes a basket catch. Gunnar's gone. 2 down in the bottom of the ninth. Oh, my. I went for the hat, folks. I went for a hat. The hat. The hat needs to help Roman Anthony. It's up to the Roman. 2 down in the ninth. Nobody on. Palencia's first pitch, way high for ball one. Folks, 1,000 people to go. We're going to be short. And I'm not sure we'll even get there with the call tomorrow for the Orioles. Here comes the 1-0. That is on the outside edge. Called strike one to Roman Anthony. All you can hear are the fans in this sold-out venue making tons of noise. Oh, look, he's back. Hey, our friend's back, folks. Mr. Cherry78. How you doing, bud? Are you ready to get kicked out again, bud? Do you? Tell me more. I'll see you later, bud. It's not Doug? Oh, just another jerk off? Okay. Here's a called strike. And the U.S. is down to their final strike. The U.S. are down to their final strike. It is rocking here at the ballpark. Palencia is going to step off the rubber. He can't hear. He cannot hear the pitch comm in his ear. Perez goes out. I guess they told each other what pitch to throw, and here we go. 1-2 the count on Roman Anthony. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and Venezuela have won the World Baseball Classic in 2026. It's their first Classic win. And what a story for the country of Venezuela. Celebrations abound on the field and in the crowd. They were the better team here tonight. They were the better team. The U.S. just could not wake up the bats. Took forever to get going. They finally tied it up on one swing with a 2-run homer by Bryce Harper, but unfortunately Garrett Whitlock, after a very strong showing out of the pen for this entire tournament, he was a little sloppy and gave up 1 run. And that run is the winner. RBI double by Gino Suarez, driving in pinch runner Javier Sanoja. That is the winning run of this tournament. Your final score is 3-2 Venezuela. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. The U.S. 2 runs, only 3 hits. 2 of them by Harper, a single by Terang. Witt went 0 for 3. Judge went 0 for 4. Schwarber 0 for 3. Bregman 0 for 3. Anthony 0 for 3. Will Smith 0 for 3. And Buxton and Crow Armstrong combined 0 for 3. Tough stuff. Pitching beats hitting once again, folks. And this championship is going to Venezuela. Folks, it would be wise of me to refrain from expanding on this story, but I think everybody who's paying attention to, I don't know, the news, world events, it's a remarkable occasion for Venezuela. Let's put it that way. It's a remarkable occasion. Credit to Lopez, the manager of this Venezuelan team. Both teams used 6 pitchers tonight. Venezuela's bullpen was just that much better, other than the 2-run homer by Machado, that is. But, yeah. Actually, I take it back. We scored 2 runs on their bullpen. They scored 1 run on our bullpen. But, yeah. What more can I say about this, folks? It's very frustrating to lose like this. Froggy picked Venezuela to win 5-4. That's the closest anyone got to predicting this one. Well, folks, Venezuela's huddled up right now. I mean, look at the size of this huddle. Everybody involved with this team, the roster, the coaches, staff, all huddled together to say some words, probably a little prayer in there. And the celebration's on. The American team still in the dugout watching the scenes. That'll do it for Mark DeRosa as manager of Team USA. That much I can tell you. Even if we had won this thing, I think that would have been the wise decision, but there will be some questions about DeRosa's management of this game. It's not necessarily the reason why we lost, I would say, but you could definitely point to a thing or two. And with what happened in the pool stage, the debacle against Italy, I got a feeling that'll do it for DeRosa, and it should. Time for the U.S. to go in another direction. It's time to get a manager that's going to get his players up for these games. I'm sorry, but the biggest criticism I have watching this game tonight is just Team USA's lack of swagger, lack of looking like they were in this. Venezuela was hype from start to finish. The U.S. played tight, and it did not help their cause. Gino Suarez being interviewed by Kenny Rosenthal. Suarez talking about the passion of playing. And folks, I'm not afraid to tell you, all right? I'm an American, born and raised. I love my country. But I pay attention to other countries and how much they love the sport of baseball. In Venezuela, they love their baseball there. They do. I'm really happy for them. Eduardo Rodriguez is being interviewed right now. He's in tears. He's in tears right now. Biggest moment of his life. It's the pride, folks. It's the pride. You know, you got to understand, okay? Again, I'm not trying to make things political here. And if you want to shut me off right now, maybe it's a good time to call it a night. But a lot of these Latin American, or in this case, South American countries, a lot of these players, they work their way out of poverty. They go through so much to get to the show. And when they do, national pride means so much. And they give back so many times. You see examples of this. Players that give back to their community, that make it and try to help grow the sport for the next generation of kids from countries like Venezuela. And again, it's not been the easiest start to 2026 for this country. It's about all I can say without potentially pissing somebody off. But that's the story. That's what I'm seeing here. It's a proud moment for Venezuela, and they did the business. They played in a tough pool with Dominican Republic. They upset Japan, and they took care of business here in the final. Folks, Carl coming in with a super sticker. Thank you, Carl. Even when the U.S. lose, even though folks are probably feeling pretty bummed out there, Carl still has it in him to throw a little something at the channel and show of support. Thank you, Carl. I really appreciate it. Folks, what can you say? If you got something on your mind, if you want me to share it here with everybody else, now's the time to say it. This one's over. We're going to go back to focusing on all our players back with their club and finishing up spring training. I got a feeling this next week, 9 days, whatever it is going to fly by. Now that this classic is over, it's just counting down the days to opening day here, folks. It's not far. Starting pitchers are getting their last or next to last tune-up starts. We are getting close, folks. Well, we got over 70 likes. I'm not going to sit here and talk about success for the channel tonight, folks. I'll get one more look at the 1 million thing. I guess losing like this, maybe a celebration for my channel isn't the right timing. Maybe it was meant to happen on another night. Yeah, we are still 1,000 short. 999,000 views for the channel. We may not even hit it tomorrow, folks. These spring training games in the midday afternoon, they only get about 1,000. So we might get over the line, but might not. It'll happen, though. We'll get there. I hope I'll have a nice crowd when we do. Subs tonight. God, it is really disheartening. And again, I'm not saying this to try to guilt anybody to subscribing or whatever. I'm just being honest. I am not good at earning subscribers. That is 2 straight games. Let me look at this. Folks, I have since March 15th, I have earned -1 subscriber for the channel. We are at 3777 on March 15th. Now, I think, again, there was somebody that came in the chat. Somehow 15 subs showed up and, like, they all went away. So the number went back down. But tonight, We started at 3774 and we got 2 subscribers. 2. Now I want to thank those 2. Please don't let me don't get me wrong. Every new subscriber is as appreciated as everyone else. But it's looking a little rough here for your boy. Trying to get us on the track to hit certain goals for the channel. It's not looking so hot, but I don't think anybody wants to listen to this after this loss. You're not going to want to hear my problems. You just watched your team lose. So let me do the right thing and just zip my lip and get on out of here. I will be back on tomorrow in the afternoon. The Orioles will be playing the Toronto Blue Jays, 1 o'clock game. Albert Suarez will make the start. I can't remember who's on the mound for Toronto. But that's where we'll pick things up, folks. The Classic is over. And do we have another one planned for 2029? Or do we have a venue planned or venues? Let's see. Big Al on the mound tomorrow. The next World Baseball Classic is projected to take place in March 2029 or 2030. Miami's Lone Depot Park is expected to be a top contender for hosting duties again after hosting the finals this season. Whether or not it's 2029 or 2030, I guess has something to do with whether or not there's going to be a lockout. Some are suggesting that it should be on a 4-year cycle rather than 3, which would then make it a 2030 tournament. So we don't even know when this tournament's going to happen again. It's still unknown whether it'll be 2029 or 2030. Whenever it is, we're going to have a new manager. And Gunnar Henderson's going to be a starter on that team. And we might have 1 or 2 other Orioles on that team as well. The U.S. are being honored right now. Logan Webb and others are getting medals. I guess these are silver medals, runner-up medals. It's the sort of medal reception that is pretty bittersweet. Yeah, it's nice to get some sort of honor, but I don't think anybody's feeling all that great about it. Roman Anthony congratulating the businessmen here. Here comes Gunnar. Gunnar is given his medal. And he shakes the hands of a bunch of bald and white-haired rich old men. There's Paul Skeens. Can we get a medal for Rosenthal? Participation award. Oh, my. Folks. Wow, chat has just died. What is the deal? Okay, I guess I better sign off now. I don't think there's anywhere to send you here tonight, folks. We did just get subscriber number 3777. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being one of 3 subscribers for a World Baseball Classic final call. Man, that's rough. Thanks to Carl for the super sticker. Thanks, everybody, for tapping that like button. Thanks to the mods for keeping the Charm City chat nice and charming. Yeah, I think you put anything around Rosenthal's neck, it's just going to drop straight down, right? I hear you. Yeah, let's just make fun of Ken Rosenthal, folks. It'll make all this go down a little bit easier. Let's just all pile on Ken. Yeah, all right. Just 6 total bases by Team USA tonight. 4 of them on 1 swing. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right, folks. That's it for me. I hope you've enjoyed the coverage despite the result. And come on back from here on out until October. It is all Orioles baseball. Picking back up tomorrow afternoon. We're playing the Blue Jays at 1 o'clock. Hope to see you there. Until then, folks, this has been the BirdWatcher. And I will chirp at you later, folks. Don't you dare sit Gunnar Henderson again, you bastard. Take it easy, everybody.